don't want peace. I want problems always. I don't want peace. I want problems always. I don't want peace. I want problems always.
The problem we are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country. We are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country. We are having are the leaders. Even me as somebody, I'm saying it publicly that if they can just do mass burial for all our leaders and let we the youth start ruling, you will see that everything will go the way it should go. Our leaders are our problem. I'm telling you, they can come and arrest me. If they should kill me, 1,000 people like me will still stand in this country.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down, one by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down, one by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down, one by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
I ask you to be citizens.
I ask you to be citizens.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not spectators.
Citizens, not subjects.
Citizens, not subjects.
Responsible citizens, building communities of service and a nation of character.
Responsible citizens, building your communities and our nation.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Though our challenges are fearsome, so are our strengths.
Americans have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
Ghanaians have ever been a restless, questing, hopeful people.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
And we must bring to our task today the vision and will of those who came before us.
Okay, me.
Hey! Dada Pinto! Hey, Dada Pinto! Yeah, Castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be
Oh, sir!
I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto!
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
Ya feel, Papa.
Okay, me.
Hey! Dada Pinto! Hey, Dada Pinto! Yeah, Castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be
Oh, sir!
I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto!
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
Ya feel, Papa.
Okay, me.
Hey! Dada Pinto! Hey, Dada Pinto! Yeah, Castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be
Oh, sir!
I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto!
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
Ya feel, Papa.
Okay, me.
Hey! Dada Pinto! Hey, Dada Pinto! Yeah, Castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be
Oh, sir!
I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto!
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
Ya feel, Papa.
I can't find a mistake to blame you.
Adedia.
Ghana gold ni sika kokko etu ni nyina no. Do na wa kan memu.
That's true.
Na obi fi oso fi hin chebi anase hin. Se me ne nkrofo bi a decide se sika kokko e wo man ni nyina no. Ye ko create company, dia share company nim. Na yen ama Ghana 500 million. Na chese fiti ne kosi se yenim
ewiase beko na wie
ewiase beko na wie ye no Ghana sika obenya wo mu nyina no ebeko ye ho wine the shit deal as a menka. Company I don't know creating a Ghana more BM was a min yet. Now
bank account and also
500 million. 500 million. 2021. Then 400 million. Just 1 year.
Just 1 year.
Japan
400 million for royalties.
Just the year 2021, Ghana for 400 million.
Royalties 400 million. Meanwhile, almost somebody could sell for 500 million.
Yes.
That means a short of 100 million per.
And no, because gold prices per ounce near $1,800 per ounce. And you have sometimes a cost sir, a cost more than that, 500 in Yambroso. Between 2020, 3 years, 3 years. And so we say,
okay, me.
Hey, Dada Pinto. Hey, Dada Pinto. Yeah, castle with Germany.
Oh, Namu Germany, ya bomb and ray and be
Oh, sir.
I'm your fast.
Dada Pinto.
They ain't coffee and I'm in church or quite fast.
I feel papa.
I wish you for and Castle Quine so. Atala near way. Mahuna ya lolo no yejinemu. Na video movie. I can't move and Casano and your form. I wish you for more here. Wow. Meeting I don't know. I'm not going to take from on. Ghana, yeah, mobile papa. Hey, I read about a kiss. I am some more about a kiss. Hey, the Asian, I see no. I wish you for Ghana penny for Momu, mobile, not Momoyan. And I can't swap quite the Atala than Mumbabu Bungu. Why? Mumba Bungu Maya Nanya Sayan to me. And then more at you, Honor. More at you, Honor. On my basis, you know, Chinese company, Honor. I basically a dying, I see, you know, in Sona Quino. I divert in Sona Bebu Quanamono. And penny for Mumbai and why? Nanya Sa Caswa de Yabetia home, Nayan Soya de mine. Why?
Niakano yɛde yan hoɔden yɛ mogya yɛn kra yini nyinaa de bɔ ho ban na Akufo-Addo leading the vanguard Dr. Bawumia tai n'akyi ne nyinaa nso so yɛdi akyi yɛmia yɛbɔsom yɛagye yɛman no yɛmia yɛbɔsom yɛagye yɛman no yɛmia yɛbɔsom yɛagye yɛman no yɛkɔso yɛmia yɛbɔsom yɛagye yɛman no yɛkɔso anso agye yɛman no Yamia ya bosom, ya je yemman no, ye nko, ni aka no, ye de yan hoɔden ye mogya ye nkra. Yini nyinaa de bɔ ho ban. Na Akufo-Addo leading the vanguard, Dr. Bawumia tai n'akyi, ne nyinaa nso so yɛdi akyi. Yamia ya bosom, ya je yemman no, ye kɔso anso agye yemman.
We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us. We are going to turn the whole country upside down. One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
At last, my lawyer don't collect bribe and the judges have agreed to switch up on top of our case. Lawyer. Order. Lawyer, say hi.
Order.
Which order? Shut up. Your guy don't collect bribe. The lawyer and the judges, they have collect bribe. They are negotiating how they will share the money. Lawyer, say hi. Hi. They have collect bribe from me and we will come on my file. This one.
Order. Are you okay? Cut this nonsense, John.
Sorry, sir.
Officer.
At last, my lawyer don't collect bribe and the judges have agreed to switch up on top of our case. Lawyer.
Order.
Lawyer, say hi.
Order.
Which order? Shut up. Your guy don't collect bribe. The lawyer and the judge, they have collect bribe. They are negotiating how they will share the money. Lawyer say hi. Hi. They have collect bribe from me, and we will come on my file. This one.
Order! Are you okay? Cut this nonsense, John.
Sorry, sir.
Officer!
At last, my lawyer don't collect bribe, and the judges have agreed to switch up on top of our case. Lawyer.
Order!
Lawyer, say hi.
Order!
Which order? Shut up. Your guy don't collect bribe. The lawyer and the judges, they have collect bribe. They are negotiating how they will share the money. Lawyer, say hi. Hi. They have collect bribe from me, and we will come on my file. This one.
Order! Are you okay? Cut this nonsense, John.
Sorry, sir.
Friend, I'll pass on you. And I'll cross over for us. Yeah, it's so sad. One in the we are the now obey.
Yeniansem.
Yadi
for so bebro. Profitable one.
And this is come my baby.
David. Owu kura hwen manu. Sa. Enu na wa papa. Abozige.
Number 3. What's it?
Sametua so fighting over a short man.
You see, and then I
number 3.
What's it?
Sametua so fighting over a short man.
You see, and then I bonus.
Eh?
A bra. We share a Christopher Bible in Crabs, a bra that kills the Korea of Rudia. Kokuni power, what
eh?
Or be our senior want to be Hatama.
Ubabua.
Or better,
Ajimo factory there.
Now, some Kokuano.
What say?
It is a short man.
German city.
Because we live the Akos.
Sabe or a short. Oh, who we are say. Sister, what say? Sister Boga Bible say what say? Abozege. Number 3.
What say?
Sametua so fighting over a short man.
You see, and then I bonus.
Eh?
A bra. We share a Christopher Bible in Crabs, a bra that kills the Korea of Rudia. Kokuni power, what
eh?
Or be our senior want to be Hatama.
Ubabua.
Or better,
Ajimo factory there.
Now, some Kokuano.
What say?
It is a short man.
German city.
Because we live the Akos.
Sabe or a short. Oh, who we are say. Sister, what say?
When I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team.
This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
This country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
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 Total varied ballot 93,938. 93,938. Total rejected ballots. Total rejected ballots.
First of all, our security, Ghana's security, is intimately bound and wound up with the security of the ECOWAS community. We're not an island to ourselves. If the part of the community is burning in one part, at some stage or another, it will affect us. The issues in Mali are issues that are duplicated in virtually every single one of the 15 member states of ECOWAS. The religious differences between North and South, in some places, internal differences within Muslim state. Mali is essentially Muslim, but there's still important differences. The fact that, for instance, the involvement of Kenya in trying to resolve the problems of Somalia has then imported some of these problems into Kenya. It's not something that therefore justifies Kenya not doing anything about it.
But that's also a reality that you'd have to contend with.
We will contend with it.
Taking a decision.
You are going to have to contend with that reality. We will contend with it. But always, like in all transactions involving states, at the end of the day, you weigh it up and you decide on balance which is the one that most promotes your national security, your national interest, the collective interest of the community to which you are born.
So you're saying Nana Akufo-Addo as president will adopt a more interventionist approach in dealing with...
adopting a more interventionist approach. If ECOWAS has taken a decision that it is going to enter militarily, it is for Ghana to support ECOWAS. And the Akufo-Addo government is not going to come up to say Ghana's turning its back on that consensus.
The Ivorian situation, you, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, you accuse the current government of harboring or providing asylum for pro-Gbagbo loyalists in Ghana.
I didn't accuse the government. I brought to the attention of the Ghanaian people a report conducted under the auspices of the United Nations Security Council.
This is an interim report.
The report, interim, final, a report of the United Nations Security Council.
Interim only because it's been disputed by the Ghanaian government. Ghanaian authorities say they are part of the story, have not been factored into the complete report.
But it is a report of the United Nations Security Council, the agency charged with the maintenance of international peace and security. They came to Ghana, they found certain facts, and they made the report of them. Those facts do not tell a good story. They speak of meetings being held here by former members of the Laurent Gbagbo regime who are resident in our country, the purpose of which was to plan the destabilization of the Ouattara.
These have been rebutted by the Ghanaian government.
What, that the meetings took place?
That there's no evidence of these suggestions by the interim UN report.
You mean that the meetings did not take place?
That there's no evidence that
They gave you the names, the venue. That's a very dangerous matter for our country. If meetings like that can take place in Ghana and our own national security...
What will you do about that?
You wouldn't make it happen. Our country has been a country which has a very proud reputation for taking in refugees.
Would you have them arrested and deported?
And Akufo-Addo's government is not going to tolerate any refugees in Ghana using Ghanaian soil to attack a neighboring country.
Rebecca, Oba America, I'm going to get you. Rangers was a special warm up today. Blast your makuamo. Pasia, and they'll cut in the other two abontis eyes in Kruma. Abaya and say what the how I saw Bapepe. Only in a ma. One could dinner and go. What I say, oh, bad the bridge, one could dinner and go. Now, be out bad the bridge, oh, copper by the Jimmy for Sikana, so send a champagne. Yeah, the agina, so yeah, that's why I'm much agina. So, Pampe, one of it, my body as my codina. Ghana, neither one of it, my body as my codina. Yeah, that's why I'm much agina. So, Tari, you are crana when you time so crass or bed, that's why what the whole chia, muchioya. Now, person down, I would do a fubu to a grantimina because I did a dinaso Saudi Agra. Now, would diagram form in a betty. Yami sure be a so everyone minute to be a ball council and boys in Yajuma forever and ever. One antenna who are options to Nakunasu free, Yami sure be a having a man.
You want a light, I know. Nana Kafra. 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 You want a light, I know.
Sa next week ubasa aba so.
Next week de menye show.
Sa mate sa next week ye kofini ama.
Ai sa na mate bat me de menye show.
Na ba beba afore ye.
Debi.
Oh adan.
Debi. Mi hu sana sofo ni di bensi bia no wo je ya no di kutuaka.
Na ye de hu ni.
Asame no no ponakus. Besene.
Na ye de hu ni.
Hu sana sofo ni di bensi bia no wo je ya no di kutuaka. Na ye de hu ni. Asame no no ponakus. Besene. Na ye de hu ni. Asame no no ponakus. Besene. Sa next week obasa aba so. Next week dem menye hwe. Sa mate sa next week ye kofi ni ama. An sa na mate batime dem menye hwe. Na aba beba afore ye. Debi. Oh adan. Debi. Me hu sa na sofo ni di bensi bia no oje ya no odi kotuaka. Na aye de hu ni sa me no pona akusu. Besene. O kai me.
Hey. Dada Pinto. Hey, Dada Pinto. Me ka so wo Germany o.
Oh, na mo Germany o ya bom ye nre ya na mbeduri.
Sir.
Ai me wo fase.
Dada Pinto.
De nko fie na me nchechero kwan fa so bom.
Ya feel papa.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Good Steam. It's a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. It's exactly 3:46 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 7:46 in Ghana. If you're watching from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, I would like to say welcome to the most authoritative, most informed, most educative platform on the planet right now. Remember, this show is With All Due Respect Extended Version / State of the Nation / Pound for Pound. Tonight, we are back again to discuss Ghana. We're talking about security today. It's been widely talked about. Our national security boss, our security agencies in Ghana, they have released statement upon statement in these few days telling Ghanaians how we should be careful. And that some terrorists in our neighboring counterpart, our countries, in the neighboring countries, are preparing to enter Ghana to kill Ghanaians. Now, the question is simple. Do you trust the national security led by Kandapa and the other security agencies? We'll be discussing this issue. It's very, very important. I know majority of Ghanaians have given it a little bit of attention. There's a specific reason why majority of Ghanaians are not paying too much attention to this particular statement or this serious statement from the national security boss. We have so many things to discuss. If today is your first time on this platform, this show is in 4 segments. The first segment is what we call the hello segment, where I say hello to every single individual watching me tonight across the world. In Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, they are all here tonight. I would say hello to all of them. The second is a social media segment where I pick stories from different social media platforms, portals, news making headlines, very important news that moves this nation forward. I will be delving into them, breaking it down for you, the ordinary Ghanaian who was busy across the world and in Ghana. You didn't really take or pay much attention to the news today. I will be taking my time, break it in English and also in Chi for you to have an idea of what transpired around you. The third is speaking truth to power. We also call it the pound for pound segment. The editorial of the day is going to be about Kandapa and also the national security, the threat Ghanaians are facing today. The final segment is when I open the phone lines for you watching me across the world. You are family because you are ready to speak truth to power. So also call in. We have 2 lines here, very active lines for you to also tell us what you think about what we discussed. It's really going to be about what we discussed on this platform. If you're here today, I'd like to say thank you very much for tuning in. Bidin Eddie Kevin Akobedu Taylor show where your friend With All Due Respect Extended Version I did free. United States of America, yeah, they bro, Washington DC to be specific. And you bring my fie, fellow Ghanaians, I'm in your homes. My fie, yeah, the Ghana munsem, abrabo munsem, any a year, amanyo munsem, any bro. Me be church me be jum, I'm a wati, the echo ase. And there bear in Nami and Seni and a national security boss, a yet Kandapa, any the other security agencies of Ghana catcher say, a yet Udiphobia, Sebu, Omudi, Irenchem, and I say Omukunipa, Omutumidi bomb near the Adi etu, edi a year nipadem. E be Nigeria, e be our African crew be so. And the Kandapa or ye a national security boss no, we release this statement. Aka say asem ebiti tete ponano anase tete borders na yanhwe hu ye a terrorist anase omudi nipa dem omku nipa ede hwahwa omo ho no omo hu ni say anase omo intelligence kire say ebi betumi wura Ghana abedi bone etisa na asema pese busa Ghana fo mu team anadwi ni say Kandapa a ohwe eye ahobansem so e wo Ghana no asema oka e nipa dodo sen na wo Ghana sebio omo tie sa asem no adentina ende sansem ne nyensem eda Ghana fo ano a ye di hu nkomo a ebema ye yima hyehye e na Kandapa ene the security omo Ghana ayenti a eye ende Ghana fo ye ka terrorist anase ewudifo a ombaba Ghana abekuye no ende ye security fo ene ye kasa ayenti bibi nti ana anase Ghana fo gidi a omo wo national security mu no ekọ na eno no ehu anase nyehu ene nsem a edapono so a ende ye bedwom ye bechichiri ma Ghana fo ewiasa fo no nyina obi ate de ekwase Juma de egumum pre na de din kan de friend no the hello segment eno na me chia obi a ohwe me efi ewiase afa na nyina me kachire obi a ohwe me nwumre se oyebusua de anwa se anasa why wadwini wesi wadwini pi se obeka no kore akire to me eno de fe the hello segment de toso mienu e the social media segment eno ene ekọ amansanten tan so ekofa ensem atwi ekọ polo ekọ eye amansan besere kọ eye srem ebesi asankregwa yefa ensem na ehia a ebeboa emagana akoso no ye kirechirem ye bidwam emagana fo nyina ehu de ekọ ende ne weni abre ende nwomemu ayedin edwa so awokoye nwomemu ayedin ti wenhyere nya time entie eye abakwasem sebio eye ensem a ekoso ebia ene eye news efa ho de ye no ha anase dwumadie de ye no se enwumbre ye keka ne nyina bom na ye kyerɛkyerɛm ewo brofo ene twimu ema Ghana ni bia otiem no enso afa aba afrimu ehu de ose oye se opia bontene a ehu si bia oman no so ye bu nufa enti eno no segment ne friend the social media segment no eno ho dwumadie na ma kyerɛkyerɛm ma kyerɛ de toso miensa ene friend the editorial of the day pound for pound eno ene ye fa asamba akudi pono so ete se salanam so wa unim salanam a yitwa nam ampesie obi anya biwe eno ene de eye kandapa ene national security ebesi pono so ye be kyerɛkyerɛm ye be dwudwam ye be kyekyɛ ama obi a enya ne de eno ene asama esi pono so de to so enan anase twa to dwumadie mu no ene de friend the phone in segment a yebie ahomatrofo no ema obi a so frɛ eka asama ehia no Sebio, in Sembebri here, Ghana for na the Rebecca Wasamo Hande, and as what we will discuss is what we expect you to also speak on. The Rebecca Handano, and only a best spectator, and I say, Yebe Pesse, Ofra, Obekamu Assam. Bidin Eddie Kevin Kobedu Taylor, Omo Bomichidom I from the producers, no, from the Ghost team. Omo and a match you made the Simicron say, Quabrane, una unim some inchirichimu, una unim Casano, Emma Ghana 40 was here. Una Sebio, we coach a man, son, who could do now bit much jum, Emma a year or 2 4 or say to 2, a year ex-president John Ajakum Kufo, a year ex-president John Dramani Mahama, any Nana Pinto, Papa Pinto, Dada Pinto, Nana Adanque Kufuado Upu, Omunina Atia Samna Siye, Ghana near Sebio. Bibinti went to Manco school and to anti-brofunibia and the radio ni TV for a chantro edi brofu chantro no wo ubetumako ako chichi mo yakasem emo so ehu sibia oman no eko bijumedia midin wa hane adwumedia midi ede eboa oman Ghana me yosomfo. I am your host. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Welcome to the most authoritative, most informative, most listened to platform on the planet right now. Kevin Taylor is live with the Ghost team. We are live on Loud Silence TV. I'll be right back after this short break.
Ago NDC amanyoko mama panina mechiachia munyina ni bisawo NDC amanyoko membership card for no abano o bia na se woni bia e mane ha wo kra di hihye mebe boss yi so na je wo membership card eye digital no intentem so kra ni edikan no ene se ko abefo ntintan fidie eye internet so ewo wo computer anase wo smartphone so nabo www.ghanandc.com na edin hihye etoso yinu no ebebrew na mia anase click get your NDC membership ID card now na enu ebia edin hihye etoso yinu no amawa eho no ube mia pay for your membership ID card enu be mu akwanya eman hihye etoso miensa no aba ya enu no wo de wo party ID number ebehye ho na yi ensembisa bia ewo ho no ano na watumi afaso atua card no eka na chese wo de mu kra wo NDC membership ID card ya eye digital no aye ready ya no empanifo bedi mu dwuma ntentem so kra na wo mu e de abrewo ewo abatoa mpesua no eso na se computer internet ewo so no ebi emenwo anase uni smartphone dia de wo be ya ne se wo betu anamo na wako abatoa mpesua no ne office akodo a ewo ho no emu na wako file NDC membership ID application form no ebi uria fa wo phone number *899*59# di enhyehyɛ no eso na tia wo card no eka na empanimfo be ye wo card no enwa dwuma ama wo ententem so kra na kai se unya wo membership ID number na wo di atua card no eka utua wi a wo benya code anase message bi a numbers ewo mu ya ekire se watua na sa message ya code ewo mu no se amegu phone no so animanimu ade a send the text message a wo betre wo NDC ID number no ewo mu na wo de akọ numbers ahodo a ewo NDC website no eso empanifo behunu na wo mu edi ho dwuma ama wo na enche kra wo behu se NDC ID card ya digital foforo no wo nsa ebeka wo de NDC mapaso a mowo amanoni wo de a wo be ya ne se wo beko NDC amanyokuo no website eye www.ghanandc.com ehye ya mabobo so ni nyina no di so na wo nsa beka wo NDC digital ID card no ebi na hye so se wo ye NDC ni ba mapadia NDC digital ID card foforo a ye de abayi no ekwan bia so no esese wo nsa eka wo de NDC eyezu eyeza.
Dear registered member of the great NDC party, do you have your new membership ID card yet? Don't be worried if you don't. Just follow these steps. Step 1. Just go to www.ghanandc.com and click Get your NDC membership ID card now. Step 2. Click on Pay for membership ID card. Step 3. Enter party ID number and follow the process. Make payment and bingo! Your new digital ID card will be processed and delivered to you at your constituency sharp. You don't have a computer or smartphone? No worries. Just go to your constituency or branch office and fill the NDC membership ID application form, then dial *899*59#. Make payment and the rest is good as done. Please note that you will need your membership ID number to process the payment. After payment, you will get an SMS authentication code. If you don't get this code immediately, send a text message with your ID number to the numbers on our platforms. All members outside Ghana should use the website www.ghanandc.com to get their ID cards. NDC, Eyesu, Eyeza.
No fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm on quest and feet, I just want it. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. FNSS, if you be the reason why. No fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm on quest and feet, I just want it. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you go right. All I care for the night. FNSS, if you be the reason why you're baba.
All right, thank you for staying. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. You're still watching with Audio Respect Extended Version. Let me say hello to a few people. I think 2 minutes. I'll use just 2 minutes to do that. And you bring Ushamia, Emede, se Ubia, Aba, Yenina Sakra, Yenina, be nice people. Bonibie Niho. Who is watching me tonight? Hajia Diamond is also live here this evening. Thank you very much, Hajia. Mas Babatu is watching Kevin Taylor Ghost Team. Adam Abdullah is watching me. Ellen Tikudu is live on Loud Silence TV tonight across the world. I can also see Ajwa Maonyo watching me tonight. Ajwa is my love on Facebook. Andy S. Shaizi is watching me tonight. Who else is here? Obapa Achia is watching Kevin Taylor Ghost Team. Flak Guade is also live here. Pound for pound, Nathaniel Boachi Dia says so. Fatia Muniru is watching me tonight across the world. Patrick M. Ingetia. Good evening, Patrick. Have a wonderful evening. Mubarak Suka Brahima is watching me this evening. Raskutaka is live here on Loud Silence TV. Alema to Sadia Usman Nuruddin. Beautiful name. You are also here. No Bagawaya, no Bozin. I can also see Baby Last Habib. Baby Last. Hey, this kind of names. I knew we know. Hey, Baby Last, Sister Connie, any idea? Yeah, I jump on you again. Morgan Green is watching me. Baby Last. Edina Kaima Debi. Baby Last. Whatever I'm calling him. Redwan Yakub is watching Kevin Taylor Ghost Team. Ghana is at the crossroad under Dada Pinto, Loud Silence TV. This is Kwame Ni saying that. Ebenezer Ni AJ1 TV is live on Loud Silence TV across the world on Facebook. Thank you very much. I can also see Kwame Ni again, Abdallah Ali too, watching me tonight. Ebenezer Ni Ej, Busaidu Salifu watching me right now on Loud Silence TV. Fenua is live here this evening. Thank you very much, Fenua, for being here tonight. James Warikweku is watching me. It's exactly 4 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8 p.m. exactly in Ghana. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are streaming live on With All Due Respect page. That is our official page on Facebook, With All Due Respect page on Facebook. NDC TV picking us tonight, cross-posting on Facebook across the world. We also have 1952 Project on Facebook, cross-posting the show live. Benjamin Major Mahama's page, they are blazing tonight. They are picking us alive. Honorable Joseph Yamin's page is live here. I can also see Kevin Taylor, my official page, streaming this show live on Facebook, cross-posting across the world, Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. And also Hopex TV and radio are also picking this show live. This is an international platform. This is a platform where everybody comes to listen to the truth. Wow, we Yeshia ni yeshia yaba so de ne aba nokre enti ne yaba medini Kevin Akobedi Taylor edian ene isi wo Ghana making headlines meaning say eye Achimota forest asamaba, but you know, on our platform we take our time to speak on such issues. We've seen majority of the portals reporting on it. We are working on something this Achimota issue here be when you get hold of those facts we will come out and let you know about it. And yes, say we are not going to talk about it today, but we want you people to understand. Say we just don't jump to do a story because everybody's talking about it. We want to get hold of facts. We want to get hold of audios and people behind the scenes who are doing things to make sure say Achimota Forest, ababe ni pebidia. What I can say is say we are not going to do much on the Achimota issue, Achimota Forest issue, because we are working on some very important issues. Behind the Achimota Forest issue. No? Now, never say me can be Ghana for the king of Ghana, Gamashi, or Hinina, or Gamanche, right now, no. We are asking a simple question. Why hasn't he spoken on this Achimota Forest issue? It's been just a day story about out. We are giving a few days to also come out as the overlord of the land. Yatibibi, we are seeing the government in power, no, they are trying to shift it all the way to 2013 to blame the Mahama administration. It's also fine. They have every reason to do propaganda with this, but we will come out with a fact. I am just sending a message to Enkrine for more Enkrine. We know how Labadi land was taken away from you. A few lands that were taken away time Akufo-Addo be the president. We just want to ask a simple question from here. Say, why hasn't the Gamanche come out with any statement? Does he have an idea of what is happening? Does he know about this? Was he contacted? When the family was contacted, let's say the family was contacted, was he also contacted as the king of the land? He's the overlord. We want to ask these simple questions. So Nana Kelvin, maybe a Kevin, and on Nana Kelvin, Gamanche, Ofane, we beg you, just release a statement. And the Gamanche issue we are talking about, I was supposed to show you a document from the High Court of Ghana. Judgment Tibia Abba said the Gamanche cannot hold himself as the Gamanche. Nana Kelvin, he cannot hold himself as a Gamanche. Court in the High Court, a ruling said he needs to step aside, and that the man who was actually the Gamanche now, Nana Kelvin by technicalities be able to the court has said the National House of Chiefs should reinstate, gazette this man again and make him the Gamanche. The media is not interested in that because it does not go the way the Jubilee House wants. Remember, the National House of Chiefs and this new Gamanche came together and went to court to, challenge the decision of the High Court. At the end of the day, the High Court came back again and said, no, the first the names are quite interesting. So, wrong. So the chief, the Gamanche before Nana Kelvin, the High Court said he is the rightful person to occupy the Gamanche seat. The National House of Chiefs just have to do one thing. They just have to reinstate his name. They should gazette him because they took his name. Now the National House of Chiefs led by Ahoho, Oje Ahoho, They have refused to do that. This is a topic for another day. And in some way, we will deal with these things. And remember, the court documents are here. It's not like we are making it up. Tomorrow, we will release the documents for everybody to know the judgment. Time High Court to know what actually came out. We want the right thing to be done in Ghana. I don't have any problem with Nana Kelvin. I don't. But what I want, say, it will not cause problems for the people down there. That is my job here. I don't hate anybody. Nana Kelvin, I've not met him before. I respect him. But occupies to be say he is not the rightful person to occupy. We need to make sure the law applies for the right person. And the court of the land, Akasa, why is the National House of Chiefs not actually taking any action? They gave a direct order, reinstate this guy, put his gazette back into the system. The first one he cancelled, keep it there and put it back and let everybody know what happened, why his gazette was taken out. Now that one should stay and bring a new one for people to know he is actually the legitimate chief of the Gans. This is a simple thing. So I'll be giving you more for less. In Nkoranza, things are happening at Nkoranza, Ghana. Today, it is looking like the Ghana security, it has broken down somehow. The IGP, Dampare, paparazzi IGP, and I told you, say, Oba Ebeteki over, no, it was a one-day wonder. IGP, Dampare, from day one, me catch him say, for me or Ghanaians to trust Dampare, no, he has to come out and tell us, say, can Japan say, he, Dampare, knows who killed JB Dankwa. JB Dankwa was a member of parliament, a Ghana asset, or a Ghana asset with all respect. And Dampare has been quiet on it. So I see IGP Dampare as a person, as an IGP who actually protects criminality. So that person cannot lead our security and make sure that law and order is effective in Ghana. So I have never trusted IGP. He has never come out to deny. Say, can Japan small kind of Ukraine? So what is happening in Kranza? Yeah, bonko for to police for a raping for a robbing for turning around to go kill people who saw them in Kranza, people in cells. So these are things we'll be talking about. You have to understand, say, more IGP, he's fake. Dampare is fake. We will deal with that. We just don't speak. We try to get the facts correct, make sure the stories are in its place before we put it out there. There's a lot of things out there. We will speak on every single one of them. Trust me, this platform is for you. It's a platform and you and I will sustain a platform. You watching me across the world, you are the one sponsoring this show. You are the one, in fact, making sure there's life. Loud Silence TV. So you can help sustain this platform by making sure, say, this TV stays on to inform the people. No kreno, yadebe brainy panel. You can do that through MTN Momo 055-889-3032. You can do that through MTN Momo 055-889-3032. Edina Eshesono Benedict and remember, because of the e-levy, we have also taken another step of making sure say Benya Vodafone transfer and no e-levy free. I think the taxes there, it's not e-levy free, but the taxes there are not crazy as a year MTN. So I think by Monday or maybe tomorrow, the team is working on it. We will get a Vodafone number. We will use that to replace Momo. In fact, we will keep the Momo alive. But we will encourage you, if you want to donate to sustain this TV, use Vodafone air transfer. We will get you the number by tomorrow. We will publish it for every single individual who wants to support and keep this TV alive, to also use the Voda Cash. Thank you very much. That's done one. Voda Cash. We will be using the Voda Cash instead of the MTN Momo. So get ready. If you want to donate, we will be putting out the Voda Cash number for you to help push this. I have seen a few signals. Now my team, they were telling me, say people are trying their best to put something through PayPal and also Cash App. On PayPal and Cash App, it is KTWADR. KTWADR. You see the Loud Silence TV logo there. That is the official PayPal and Cash App account into Ubitumiso. Donate it through PayPal. WADR. KTWADR and also Cash App near KTWADR. If you feel comfortable using Momo, MTN Momo now, 055-889-3032. 055-889-3032. Edina share this account no a year. Benedict Andor. Thank you very much, family. And Mummy and Juma, quick. So in some see, now in some see I was say Mabano. The Jumedi Bedin and say, Ghana situation is here. Mebo audio be before the show started. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was talking about security in Ghana, and he was making assumptions and relying on a reporter he could not. At the end of the day, reporter, he could not verify the source. So report way is an official report from the government or whatever. But Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo deliberately sat in front of a reporter from the BBC, I think, to lie to Ghanaians, and answer from Joy, to lie to Ghanaians and say he read some report. Today, we are talking about the security. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on air, the boss, he is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Akufo-Addo Mokai, time ya day, two terrorists be about Ghana for government of Ghana to keep them and make sure say they are reformed, you know. What Kaidi and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ni MPP Kai Gitmo 2 Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ka say obedi president pepependi 24 hours sanko for no obeso mo de omako back to America for say enkwasiade and mo de abesi so no. They are not ready to accept such people in Ghana. Gitmo 2 no Akwesi saying what happened to the Gitmo 2. You need to understand the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the team we know they are liars. They don't care about you. The same time they were saying, say, John Mahama mo the Gitmo 2 abano. That same time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo MPP for we are Kandapa, Alankash, Bawumiamu di enim na akofa mercenaries every South Africa. Basa amumbe trainee invisible forces for no Ghana for too. We all saw it. It was in the news. And no, Yanka Hwasem. It should have given us glimpses of who Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo advised Ghanaians about Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo or to trainee or nipa bia okunipa bibi mfa no ho se wabroni be catch Akufo-Addo catch and plain say if anybody dares to distract him bra or bra and son onya power no he wouldn't mind taking you out onu ankasa ne ndam fofo a oni omoboku South Africa kire say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is bad news. Kufo as a hypocrite he could not point it out clearly. Na opeso kasa kwa echre Ghana for na sebio opesa oje Ghana free eyenkwasumu free a dictatorship leadership wa. All that you do is you have to be emphatic and very straightforward with your statement. Kufo instead so be catch Ghana for say Akufo-Addo ye nipa to trainee obesa ekuro ne kunipa no Kufo na adwun so obeka kasa kwa ende bibi ewe omo nyina ye nipa bia e wo say you blame me omo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo nyoma ye hunu and Akufo-Addo no killing people, people cannot speak today. Speeches are being taken away from the people, everything collapsing. It is not just by chance. It is because that is how he's built. I don't hate Akufo-Addo, but I don't like his governance style. This man does not understand what governance is. He does not want to be corrected. He does not want to listen to advice. This man has his own ideas. Nobody should contest his madness. And that is not what we need as a young country. Just 60-something years. We don't need tyrants, old 88-year-old men who will be dying soon to deliberately decide to destroy our democracy. And this is what we have been preaching against. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the evil of the state. Everything that you are seeing today is orchestrated by Akufo-Addo. He's behind it. He does not care. And we need to be very careful. Look at dealing with this guy. We need to be very careful with this NPP group way. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia personal aider na Odinechi de Bawumia bekembia on a trono during their campaign in 2015 or 16. This boy was murdered mysteriously. Yes, say Wakoda Hotel Emma Electric be electrocutino. To date, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Alan Kojo Chiramante, nobody has talked about this again. The police said they were investigating. Ever since there, we have not heard anything about that boy's death. We were here, and at JB Dankwa Yukuno, we are here. To date, that case. As we speak, nobody wants to talk about it. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo be the president. 6 years, he has never mentioned JB Dankwa's name in public. It should tell you something. We were here when people went all the way to the point they murdered a soldier, Captain Mahama. Today, I have something to show you, something to talk to you about. This is a country in the hands of a tyrant, a man who does not care, a man who thinks he is the only wise criminal in this world. We are Ghanaians. We are the people. We should make sure that we let our voices be heard. June 4th is a very special day for us. It's a day to resurrect the spirit of this nation. It's a day for us to be more patriotic than even our forefathers. We need to understand what we are fighting against, what is before us as a government. It's not a government that will protect our democracy and protect we the people. It's a government that came to kill, destroy, and make sure they take over. They are dividing to rule. We should not allow that. We should not fight a brother and sister to make sure these people win at the end of the day. They have decided to capture the state. They have decided to murder to win. We also have to decide to come together and fight against the evil men. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is the only one we have. Ghana is the only country we have. We need to stick together as a people and make sure that the right things are done. Welcome to the show. I will be right back after this short break to officially start the show. All right. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. All right. So, are we good? What I'm seeing here is no good. Did somebody enter the system?
We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland, Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity. With our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
Ghana, a peaceful country and a beacon of democracy in its fourth republic, has had violent free elections and transitioned power peacefully without any unrest or civil strife. This has become effortlessly possible because of the peace-loving leaders Ghanaians have successfully elected to lead them. President Kufuor in 2007 perfectly described the attributes of the type of person to lead Ghanaians at all times.
So anybody who is always full of tension and fighting and that sort of thing, we have to be careful about. Whether when the power is given to this person to lead us, he's the type with the experience and with all due respect, the wisdom to be able to keep the country united, to secure the nation, to gain the respect of the forces, the military, the police, the chiefs. Look out for that, because we know the history. Some people have been given power only to lose it just like that. We don't want that.
Even so, this peaceful and beautiful country was handed to Nana Akufo-Addo on the 7th January 2017 as president to lead for 4 years. Many people had reservations about his violent nature, which may have been well hidden from the public, but not from those who knew him best. Mr. Kofi Kumsen, a close friend of President Nana Addo, bluntly stated,
"I can't entrust Ghana into the hands of Nana Akufo-Addo. I can't sleep. It's not safe. It's not safe. And I believe that."
Then there's Maxwell Kofi-Juma.
He will be a terrible president.
President Nana Addo's violent nature became immediately apparent as a warlord sponsoring his party hoodlums to attack innocent citizens and public officers alike, as was seen with the beating of ASP Nanka Bruce at the presidency in front of a paralyzed security on the 9th January 2017, just 2 days after Nana Addo had been sworn in as president. President Nana Addo surrounded himself with hoodlums as bodyguards and endorsed vigilante groups such as Invincible Force and Delta Force. Members of these vigilante groups had free rein to attack anyone who was not a member of the president's political party. They went on a rampage, causing mayhem and atrocities on anyone who disagreed with or criticized Nana Addo's government. President Nana Addo's own appointee, the Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, was heckled, manhandled, and dragged from out of his office like a rat. Not even our courts were spared by these hoodlums. They vandalized court proceedings and broke free fellow members from judicial justice while attacking the sitting judge in the process. The Ayawaso West Wagon by-election was President Nanado's first test of leadership for peaceful elections in the country. Instead, a battalion of his party hoodlums, dressed in SWAT uniforms and armed with lethal weapons, were discharged to visit mayhem and brutalities on innocent citizens who were simply exercising their constitutional right to vote. The aim of these hoodlums was primarily to intimidate voters in the opponent's stronghold and to prevent a free and fair elections. They fired several rounds of gunshots in and around a polling center targeted at Ghanaians, which led to a bloodbath just for a by-election. All this happened under the explicit and tacit approval of President Nanado. These barbarisms happened without a single condemnation from the president. He immediately flew out of the country to attend a concert, leaving bloodied victims to their fate. He gleefully ignored the recommendations of the Ayawaso West Wagon Commission of Inquiry report by issuing a white paper to whitewash these crimes against Ghanaians. Otumfuo Osei Tutu II advised sternly, and I quote, "Elections with integrity mean the electoral contest, both in their preparation and their conduct, must be free and fair and not disfigured by political motivated violence. They must take place on a level playing field with parties and candidates able to campaign to put their case across and the electorate free to cast their votes without fear or intimidation." President Nanado sat in front of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II and jokingly lamented without any apology or remorse, saying in part, "I will not ignore such issues. The law applies to everyone in Ghana. I know it is of concern to you, but do not worry. We will ensure that everything is resolved." My fellow Ghanaians, has this been resolved? Have things been resolved as the president promised Otumfuo? Has Nanado disbanded these vigilante groups? Did we not in fact see these hoodlums on rampage again in Ketu South, Banda, and elsewhere in the just ended new voter compilation exercise?
Life channel.
Are you saying that you have actually investigated and you can confirm that of a truth there were no masked men at any of the polling stations? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Now, you said you have cited the Kodio report.
Yes.
That report makes it very clear that there were masked armed men at some polling stations. What do you have to say about that?
I still stand by, the reports we have received that there were no masked armed men at any of the polling stations.
There is also a report about a police officer who was attacked precisely at the prison's JHS by men alleged to be operatives of national security. Has that come to your attention?
Very much so.
And have you investigated that?
We have.
And what is your finding?
Indeed, we've done some extensive investigation. When we received the report from CODEO, we went ahead to interview our presiding officers in the polling stations located in the prisons in Roman Ridge, and they all confirmed, and we have it in writing, that there was no abuse of a policeman in that polling station. Indeed, they indicated that there was some argument between the policeman and some staff from national security, but there was no physical abuse. We also went ahead to identify or locate all the policemen that were deployed to that police station. And we have their names here. There were 5 policemen. We have their staff numbers. We have their duty stations and their contact telephone numbers. And we contend.
Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying. So you saw it for yourself. This is what happened before, during, and after the elections. We will deal with that when we get to the editorial segment or the pound for pound segment. Baby Edru is here, and the moment a year social media segment, no quick na yanko yenim. So social media, remind us near the adi bibrium, remind us wumpa bibri. The proponent and exponent, Nana Michiao, Bibia Ubia, Mampohine, Nana, Enubredi, Michiao, Mia Meba Gana Babesrao, Nana. Na Moabato, said the end, Diabato, said the end, Yayama Modia, Bibia Kuna Nana, with the Quenya, Enamibusa, into all Asantiman Ponwa. Ko check Bibia proponent and exponent, no, Bibia Chuchanamano, Yakunamano, Yakumuano. Moncha video na mfambre me na mfanchira na nasia ya na mbona na abaso said ye dada na menchira na say dada na dada pinto akaye num dada pinto dada pinto na just o Germany also what say a boy wo jack me buy to wanum wi o Germany and wa bedu dada pinto ko sesa bon kwa na mo di president watna UK wanum wi sa kwatna France andum wi sa maba man the president dada pinto. Okay, let's move forward. First story, remind us before I start the story, I'd like to say happy birthday to Prince Kwame Minka of XYZ. The last time you buy my platform, which I'm catching up say. With me, I just don't put people's picture here, especially when you see me. I'm telling you, say these are reliable people, credible people you can trust. I don't normally watch morning shows in Ghana. I think it's the morning show Gwana Mishe, and whether we like it or not, his morning show is one of the best morning shows in Ghana. When we talk about analyzing issues, adding the facts to it, making sure, say, guests that appear before him, he poses the right questions. These are one of the finest journalists in Ghana in recent times we've had. Very difficult for anybody to have something negative to say about this guy. Onye Jesus Mum, he has his own flaws, but from what I'm seeing and most people see, this guy is a wonderful guy. We need to support. We need to make sure, say, sa ethics ne kutana odi ejumano. He stays with it. He sticks with it. Make sure, say, the truth always leads his job. It's his birthday, and we the media, we the family here, myself, the CEO of Loud Silence Media, we are trying. We want to wish him a happy birthday. We're sending the same or wishes to his family. I know you guys are going to enjoy the day. We also send our gifts very soon. So I'd like to tell Prince Minka that Ghanaians are watching. The world is watching. Make sure, say the line you are on now, you never move away from that line. Integrity is very important. Stick to it. You have shown that you are somebody that we, people like us, young ones like us, can look up to in this field. So I'd like to say happy birthday to you from the Ghost team. From we, the family, we would like to say God bless you. Whatever you say today, in his own time, his own reasonable best time, he will grant you that wish. Always pray for wisdom, and God in his wisdom will also bless you with wisdom. Wisdom first, favor comes, and you are good. Thank you very much, my friend. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful one. Now, remember, sir, the polls are still on. Go on our page, with all due respect, page or Facebook, so no. Alan Chamantin and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia polls, numbers are coming in crazy numbers. It is very tight. It is very, very tight. We want to know. Nipa also Olidi NPP come 2024. Say I'm a presidential candidate. Dr. Dufour and John Dramani Mahama. We also 96% and over against some 23%. So it's a straightforward thing. Inti Dr. Mahmoud Baumia any Kojo Chairmantin, Alan Kojo Chairmantin for polls no I'm polls no ekoso makache MPP for say if you don't vote, somebody will vote and put in the heads of people out there say this is the person you want, and trust me, that is what will happen. We any Ben Efson kind of post yesterday me di pano ni abetena radio star can some phone ni asora akọ. This post no illegitimate till date. Yenya obia mane ba abontene any platform to contest this polls, to contest the platform you are using, to contest the agency running this poll, because of them say it is legit. Into MPP now just said, media mento me walan cash by mento me wabaomia mento me si obi be decided candidate amount obetina debe so kra. So it is up to you to exert that your authority say nipa way any hiano. This post, it is targeted at MPP4. Algorithms looks for people who speak about MPP, who actually post MPP things, and it is really looking and seeing them, which is very, very good. The link is also shared on WhatsApp. Ubitumi on Sabetumaka. Go on our Facebook page, with all due respect page, on Ebeka, this post, click on the person you want to lead the NPP 2024, and one is just one step. Also comment here. There's a comment section. I'll be to my comment. If you don't want to comment, you just move on. I am also reminding you again. Polls will be ending on the 27th of this month. On the 27th of this month, and I did the final year results. Ebe Bregana for. Let me take a look at what is happening at the. Mena me the only person who has access to the polls. Even the ghost team, they don't even know what is happening. The agency only sent me updates. And what I'm seeing here is quite interesting. It's a very, very tight race. Very, very tight. Comments, no really so to say quite interesting comments. Individuals are a comment here. We have over 2,000 people commenting. Statistics, it's clear. You can see, say, a year 8.6% others are omovoti. We have 6.8% of the people are omovoti from the UK, United Kingdom. We have 8.4% are omovoti from the United States. 68.5% and omovoti every a year Ghana. And quite interesting. Participant URL is also showing, as we speak now, 97% are answering from their phones, their tablets, and gadgets. It's quite encouraging. We have over 2% posted this on their timelines. Into Uvo TVR, that's our MPP group. It is important you can pick the link and share it, or share it on your timeline. Me say, so one to a banner, one take part. Somebody will decide for you who leads you. Into Tinaho, like I said, media Kevin Taylor on the or your NDC platform. Now me say. Obibe decided ya two nipa teams asimesi na onkonko di president. Oto wa ni ye asimesi no. Fa Jimmy tina na guys Kevin Taylor there. Me nya na me too mo ena moto. The statistics that me catch them no. When it comes to timeline, among for posting on timelines, we have about 3% posting this on their timeline. Shares no so ewo ho. Mame mamo info kitwe bi. I know they mean quick check. No, I'm not going to talk about this one. This one is too direct. I don't want to talk about that. I'm sure has say charts here are quite interesting. Hey, Ghana for what I am seeing here, wow, interesting. Neck to neck abim. It's very, very important. So you're Ghana now shamia ope baomia and also palanchamantia. Polls when the only legitimate polls are Ghana. Into neck to neck. Into media clue. Thank you very much. Remember, and who post to be from a few people. I think say I have to try and also. So every me and I say things are looking dark today to me. Okay, In fact, I saw President Ablo post this on Facebook, and I'm one person. Sometimes you see me very passionate about my job. I criticize people a lot, and Ubibeka say, "Oh, only more personal problem." And no, I don't. I don't have personal problems with anybody. Me shouldn't say when the issue comes, I speak on them, irrespective of who you are. You really know if you are reasonable enough. Now we see the because I'm also somebody who makes mistakes, and I expect people to criticize me when they think I went wrong. I don't see myself as the most perfect person. No, my job here is to criticize, sometimes to correct, sometimes to inform. Enya Chinchina Kevin Taylor is the most holiest on his network. No, you can also criticize me. You have the right. You have the facts. I don't have a problem with that because that is what I do. Now, Golda Ado is somebody, I think some people have seen her face, baby, before. Now, that is not the reason why I am going to speak on this matter. You can see the ad there, a life-saving ad. We all as Ghanaians, we might have different opinions when it comes to politics. We might have different opinions when it comes to people we want to speak good about or bad about. But at the end of the day, there's one thing that we need to understand, that it's Ghana. I can never meet a Ghanaian somewhere and say I don't accept you as a brother or a sister. I can never do that. You might be MPP, you might be CP, you might be whatever. I might have criticized you, you might have criticized me, but when we meet, I will not have any option than to tell somebody there that this person is also a Ghanaian. What I'm saying here, let's do our possible best to help a sister. Golda here, Obia, and I don't want people to read meanings and have personal issues with her. We all make mistakes. And just say, when somebody takes a decision and just a change now, there are reasons why people take decisions. And sometimes people take decisions when there are conditions of women and mom will take a decision. I am very much interested in this particular one because Golda Obia me shown on TV so a couple of times. Mokai Oma would demonstrate here against Major Mahama when the lady who was saying that the king is naked. Mokai, I don't know if I have the video here. Kametremo, and I'm one person at the BMB Bossa video to remind Ghanaians about what actually happened when Major Mahama was president. It did not mean to say, or it does not mean to say I have personal issues with a brother or a sister, especially when it comes to health issues, when it comes to saving a life. It is very important. I don't bring my job or add my personal feelings to those things. I try to stay away and try to save a life. Now, Golda Ado was in that documentary. Well, I'm going to play it for a second. I will just skip it, come back, and then speak on this matter. We need to save a sister, and it's the duty of we Ghanaians to love each other. It is very, very important. If I find this here, let me see. Okay.
God, give them wisdom. The utility companies. What the fuck is going on? I want to go home.
Well, today we are at the Efia Sutherland Park, where a civil society group calling itself Concerned Ghanaians for Responsible Governance is embarking on a peaceful demonstration, and their aim is to demand accountable governance from the President John Dramani Mahama.
Social media bio. Facebook bio. Twitter bio. Google Plus bio. The best watch your man.
The group is made up of intellectuals, and they are raising concerns about failed leadership, untold economic hardship, and corruption as some of the challenges facing this country. These protesters converged here as early as 6 a.m. today, Republic Day, 1st July 2014, and they are calling on the President John Dramani Mahama to sit up and address the problems of this country.
There are basic things in life: water, health, energy, education, transportation. And the bad leadership has affected every part of it.
My business has dipped. the currency has depreciated. You can't even get it to buy. You can't pay your staff. You're thinking of laying off your staff. Now it's actually tough.
The total denigration of the office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance, government, the president.
Laying off your staff. Now it's actually tough.
Office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance. Office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance, government. Office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance.
By
president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance of the office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance, government, the president.
So that is Golda Ado. And let me be frank here. We all have the right to demonstrate. We all have the right to speak up when we feel or think that things aren't going well. So I don't expect people to be holding her to this. She's also Ghanaian. For all you know, majority of the people who were demonstrating there that day, they had their own ideas. For all you know, she was genuinely demonstrating. You might not like it, but people have their reasons for going out to demonstrate. There are some who are selfish, who just wanted maybe power to change for them to benefit. She maybe felt for that, and she followed these people. Maybe personally too, she was feeling some things that she felt as a Ghanaian she needed to voice out. So I don't personally hold anything against Golda. It's her decision, and I believe we all take decisions that we believe in. What we are talking about today is our sister is in a very difficult situation. She isn't feeling too good. The posters are out, and she needs 70,000 Ghana cedis to cover the cost of her illness. Some operations or surgical procedure has to be done, and we all have to understand that politics, religion, argument, how we position ourselves in our communities, at our workplaces, every single thing is going to pass. So those are things that we don't have to make it a do and die. A life is more important to every single individual, and we need to cherish, protect it. So if a sister or a brother is not in a good position, I don't look at it from that angle. I look at it as a brother, as a sister to me. I will plead with every single Ghanaian watching me tonight, with all due respect, please, just look at me and try and donate something to the number put there to help save a sister. I'll be very glad if you do it. I will do my best from here, but if you can do it right now as I speak, with all due respect, as I speak, she will appreciate. God will also appreciate your effort, and do it with a clean heart. Never do it because you are doing it for some reason. Do it because you want to save a life. Forget about what you have seen. Forget about what you heard. Do it to save a life. So please, as you watch me, the number is 0244 828322. The number is 0244-828322. The name is Golda Nana Adoku Ado. That is the name with the Momo account. So please, people are writing a lot of things. I believe if she was really connected to power, this wouldn't be money for somebody like Gabi or any of these MPP people. That's why I'm saying sometimes people demonstrate genuinely from their heart to help, to demonstrate, to put out a concern. So please, it's very important that we help a sister. We save a life. Politics will pass. Anger will pass. Disagreement will pass. But we need people to live. God is the only person who saves men, and he saves men through men. So I'll plead with you tonight, watching me right now, please, if you can, just donate with a clean heart and save a sister. You call yourself a Christian, you call yourself a Muslim, your Quran and your Bible tells you, and it's clear in there, that you should always save a soul. We are all soul savers. So all that I will say tonight, the number is 0244 828322. 0244 828322. The name is Golda Na Adaku Ado. That's the name connected to the number there. So let's save Golda. Myself, I will do my best with my team to put something in there. With all due respect, $70,000 is basically around $10,000. A little over that. Let us try and save a sister. It's very, very important. Thank you very much. Thank you to the family. Please do it just for my sake. Just do this. I will do mine. And I know everybody here, we are people. We are humans. We don't hold grudges against people. We are men. We make mistakes. And it's important that we do our best to save each other. If it happens to you today and I get hold of the announcement, I will make it here. Don't think you are somebody that you are somebody that will not fall into any problems, sickness. These things happen. The healthiest people on earth, the next day, they are not doing well. So please don't hide behind politics and be a wicked person. Let us save a life. Golda Na Adoku Ado. The number is 0244 828322. Thank you very much. All right. Moma yenko yenim na yenye the rest of the story. It's very, very important. Stories there we need to take care of. Now, see this. Eduane bo calculation ye wom eduane bo ende na metro for the beto abontene eduane bo no enie de na ekoso olonka of maize olonka ya de Sekufu Ado ti no olonka ya de bia olonka gari olonka unhu olonka da unhu Sekufu Ado ti a eni olonka pepe olonkalization. Yes, olonka no last week ya near ton 112 Ghana cedis or 10 Ghana na 2 Ghana kan ho a 12 Ghana cedis. But end the week ya yejine mu na about 15 Ghana cedis ntia 2 3 cedis. We are under Nana Sekufu Ado and the economic management team. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia edano Alankojo Chiramantin and so eka ho. Ye de ye chirechirim ontia sia kuku ho. Inti olonka no yesia no last week ye ton 12 Ghana, sesia ye ton 15 Ghana cedis. Ontia sia uhwinimo yani ane etuma Sekufu Ado. Yani ane etina mani bo yetuo yankasa. Inti mo amohwe bi nyina Sekufu Ado prize no olonka Sekufu Ado ti. You see, and then last week, Sekufu Ado Tino, Yashara Garen Ma, Sekufu Ado Tino, Yasha Garen Ma, 12 cities. You see, I know about wiki, Yasini Tina and Gasa Biono, Yasha Garena, 15 Ghana cities, Inti, and Yakachamono, sack of maize, a broboto, Mamma Church, more chini and Tiasie. I want you to know about Nakaba Sofo Crown to me, save Mobe Papa. A year, I didn't a friend, a year, a broboto, bottle, Yaka bottle, sack, the artist of Safo no. On says Osaf Mafu Jimmy Rough na not say bottle Osaf Mafu be bro bottle na ejina ho no ejina ho a na it say okpu on say Sekufu Ado na height say bro bottle bottle na no it say Osaf Mafu ano yes last week ya near ton 450 Ghana 4.5 million old Ghana cedis no And wiki and 650 Ghana yatum international so tias 200 Ghana beka 2 million old Ghana cedis ena yede atoso boto osafomafo anono ene okpo I say boto di gina ho okpo ena nano ni osafomafo and eye ebro botoro yeto 6.5 million old Ghana cedis o the bag Ghana is come from your friend 650 Ghana box of tomatoes tomato ya in toast Asante toast, asante phone toast, ya I. Omundia toast be asante be when you asante phone toast. In toast, yeah, friend tomatoes, tomatoes. Yet Nanabana Mwadia no Nameka. Beautiful Nanabana Mwa, good evening, wherever you are. Nanade, you know I love you. I thank you very much for understanding. Messi tomatoes, yeah, in toast, yeah. Tomatoes, no, box no tomatoes in toast adaka no last week no na 1,000 Ghana old Ghana na 10 million okay we say Kevin enlarge the image I bebre ni nye o ma say Yvonne Nelson no also na maame o mo ni nye Yvonne Nelson kwasha keka ene thereof we are na kwasra ngu abet no so why fresh enti olonka ne boho no na sack of maize in the boho no na and a box of tomatoes asantin toast no in toast kese no adaka no bro for a box o de want to bro for ke bibia de bia mama na ba na mo abre adaka a box enya box why one no say fork no be a box a fox go into the box in kwasiagasa fox abro na ba na between hado but go him say or don't be feeling the power of Ghana. People have no idea. The way I love Nanaba, genuinely, people have no idea. Now, box, fox. Go into the box. No. Why? Because I am too big, Dabi. We enjoy sa kind. I have box. Phonetics, the box, no, only one minimum. Kevin, a bottom dread. Oh no. Box. Fox, and your fox. One not did say Puma, fox. Go into the box. Akumadan tomatoes. Yes, and yet fox. You be konon koran classroom teacher ni come din say you too no. The omuka koran ye omu fin jack. E go for the school bia come kuro go he. Fox. Go into the box. No. Why? Because I am too big, eh? Because I say I don't go class 2. Because I say I go class 2. A lion has a tail. It has a big head and a very small with stick kicking. Not anymore. I could be class 3. Banchi. Future leaders. And because someone go to the Banchi what do you fufu? Banchi. And kwasi afọdụ gwechi ena mu ya banchi wari ye ka kro banchi waje gongonte en kwasi asebwe ade san kwasi asebwe no the name akopie class 4 I ya mu keke duane myself beans ya olonka beansization go beans ya beans grand tree design beans grand tree design edua right edua yeah it's edua edua na say edua so ye trio. I beans edua. I don't think I'm wrong. I'm right. Mr. Fosu. Beans edua ohun. Edua ne gare. Edua ya na wa mos na ye kasa no. Mos edua ye tree. And edua ye beans. Asante fo, mu yenhwem ye o. Inti edua ya last week beans ye de go bede ye gare ya. Ye tumi Davi Mudigusi. Last week na 20 Ghana. I olonka no 20 Ghana 200 20 Ghana. And they are about this week. I had a 10 Ghana account. I had to take Ghana. Beans can tell to go bem. You better watch him. You better to tunkusa muninamu. You better to nyomem. Banchi. Pete, say ni wa odu class 4. Pete, say ni wa de, say ni wa. Oh my Mary Frewo, say ni wa de, say ni wa. Osi baby, osi wa de, say ni wa. Osi bedidi, say ni wa de, say ni wa. Abe di bana, say ni wa de, say. Fufu da ba. Mimi. Fufuna ben kwan seniwa de seniwa seniwa de na eyu for na asante for na ba pete seniwa de sen o mami frɛ wo seniwa de seniwa ɔse me den seniwa de seni ɔse bedidi seniwa de idea aduane seniwa de seniwa fufu ni aben kwan ɔso pe fried rice Jimmy kwodi fufu aben kwan pe fried rice winim nti this is the issue yeah beans so yatum ma me kyerɛ ba ko bi aka pet infantofo ne de de kura keke pet omoto brofo a vulture akọ kep ko se neto brofo meto brofo a kyerɛbo yam ya bayire ai franka mankwa bayire ba kotokofo 2 na friend bayire ba ne ntu ai sa afase bayire franka mankwa good evening why adia magana bayire ba ai bayire last week ya bayire 4 pieces light enya abrofo bayire ya omote apo ibio bayire anwanwan bayire yarefo ibi last week no 4 no na 20 Ghana 4 pieces or tuber of bayire 4 tubers you can say ai bayire mfiamfie ya bayire yarefo ya ba this week I say 4 no ai edahu gina ye yi 4 no ye ti aba 3 aba 20 Ghana last week no na 4 ye 20 Ghana this week ye yi ba ko afrim I -1 aba 20 Ghana for 3 it is here the case no emu ayedin yam sack ye say bayire boto bayire boto na no ayete se osafo mafo ano ai bayire boto eno so last week na 350 Ghana old Ghana na 3.5 million ye wurem na nsia dada pinto se bonton no eye 450 Ghana inje sia dada pinto se bayire boto na ton 350 Ghana 3.5 million old Ghana no dada pinto se this week no yen ton no eye 450 Ghana wallahi we will rescue this nation don't cry plantain yes a bunch I moment brofo no plantain bunch yes a body bunch yes a betem no bunch anameboa I betem a bunch of plantain monte brofo na bunch say anywhere a bunch of plantain why is the TV also get out plantain a bunch last week na plantain a year betemization near ton 30 Ghana old Ghana 30 Ghana and you see no you twa mu ba this week ya dada pinto ekufuado say including the economic management team omutumi nyahwe no say anton 40 Ghana so betemization no yatum week bia betumo moje say ye wie week ya na hwe muhinim every week be see me mam 2 weeks pe mo beto bayire 1 million bayire mienu 1 million 100 Ghana see yenti ha oh pete you be beto brofo akire mo plantain 3 pieces dabio sa betem asem na make na betem no dey say the whole body no dabio plantain ya bunch baby a 3-4 bi ai body miensa 15 Ghana and this week you buy about 20 Ghana on tiasia for no kopim dan 4 more last one ni pete say niwa de say niwa okay almost say it is not betem it is a duro body duro and then you turn 20 Ghana me da say hey asante for body na ye kodi enya betem ne the starless ni na tuatua ho no body ye betemization and no starless ni na tuatua ho tumi say full team ai franka mankwa opele aboaje Augustina hemfo omo nyina tuatua ho and then no betemization betem na body duro and the light one be yi be for bia and the duro asante for mun nua body so mun body duro okay beans no so boto I beans bottom na no na it is osafomafo ano no eno last week near ton a year 750 Ghana and that week osafomafo ano beans bottom I beans ya dua bottom no about 820 Ghana all the three ehu rough na nke ye jani nde ya mpo na nke nkosu bi banka ye tuemo etem sama mpo hina bomu week bi ebetum ai me catch wo enti mo hypertension munye ready ye betum mama ahani be sabi oh yes ro and you will kick the bucket and ubedan we chira weni acheban hwe ahani be bube ubewu hypertension for ubewu uba onion eye jene ajim jene kufu ado say oya ajim jene asema fa no ho akojim jene ya onions na ba na monti na de bia use phonetics no enye onions and de bia say I can spell onion while no say cap onion ONION dabi onions phonetics no ono e so minimum ono ono onions enye onions I don't know bossa planting for food and onions, and you're planting for food and onions. One no say pepe for capra ya dia salaro onions. Oh, they are not nice. Onions, dabi onions. And onion sack. But onion bottom. Bottom you to buy one. No say bottom. Onion and as onions and sack 450 last week yawo. You cross it by this week here. You see onions and I say onions and I say Jane no. 550 Ghana under nana pinto. Me se mu hu you mo be bre rough. Ukraine for crampo mo be mo ba chi Ukraine for me na me ka kire mo. Aho kire say Ukraine obi anim say mo kire mo. E say ye bombi mo. Mo de bombi o na we yem hyehywe ade be che na yem hyehywe an. Ye bombi o inside outside gentility home cry. Dru fe pe no mo tom wig na to no matena konwum. Ebe ye ni. Hye. O hye wig ena wo ho kire wo bra be bre no. Dru fe kika no mo yimoku na go mo yimoku na to otu yimoku no ato yi no so wig no atu no ato no nipa bread na dia asase so kra na ti that be air pressure pressure see you bait enti onions no pete say ni wa den day edu fantifo no so a vulture say ni wa den day say ni wa your mom is calling say ni wa den day say ni wa what does she want from me say ni wa den day say she says come have dinner say ni wa den day say ni what kind of food? Say niwa de say niwa. Fufu and a benkwan, fufu and a benkwan, fufu and palm nut, say niwa de say niwa. Fufu and palm nut, say niwa de. Oh, the academic guy, I'm fan to follow no. Say niwa de. Yes, baby, dear fufu and palm nut, fufu and palm nut, fufu and benkwan. All right, so that is it. Kevin about that matrix or the AC I was Kevin about that. What that's now? Pete. And Kwasiakeka another Okodri Legon. Okodri Legon, yet we know English. You have not gone to university before. You want to come and get work. The jeans in Naka too. The G string I got three. Osiba Quadiachan Washaba Kuno the corner Mantem Banjre. Area boys in another area Colegon, Uko Legon. Which they bet you Unima and Kawape Biatna. Yet Legon for the best university in Ghana. What can accounts ma 63 Ghana 28 pesos 18 cities a woman and also staying accounts no they be aka number they say ku I appear wala and na mantem I who bon die abena me who bon die now how far I'm here I want to see Grace she will get married next week akọ where the nyina si Grace, you don't know my friend Grace. We went to we were at Morning Star and we all ended up at Ebri. Right now we went to Legon together. She did political science, but I was in the medical school. Yes, I went to see her. She's getting married next week. Meeking Otimantemwo Apiewala. Mami Chasu mimpa problem. The next one is this. Reminder. Yanka Flashback. Ghana is hard. We are living in very tough times. Mensa Otabo, Mikromo Fantini, the most wicked criminal pastor of Ghana. Mensa Otabo. Me I say we mean jai kan. Na me nko jai kan na me nko ka dein. Those times Major Mahama tesono. 5 years ago in 2016, General Overseer of the International Central Gospel Church, ICGC, Reverend Mensa Otabo bitterly lamented about how the country at that time was plagued with severe hardship. And the Mensa Otabo that want to share the curtains Nigeria for curtains now permanent no. All that is happening in Ghana, he has deliberately decided to speak about it. Mensa Otabo we sike gu bank wa Ghana on nam Ghana ya fana court. Utiminya Jimini bia wako school kakra. You are speaking against the man of God. God will curse you. Ofui odia kwanta ene wo na otare ho na obaye meboa. Otabo was part of the board of directors of that bank, Capital Bank. No nupo na chairman. His own house, omo ye meetings so they didn't take record. Ne mansion na wo ayi Trasacos again. They were having meetings there. Today, they are shielding Mensa Otabo because he's a pastor. Mensa Otabo committed a crime. He needs to be prosecuted and jailed. And they said, the boys you are going after. They didn't have the final say. Mensa Otabo was the chairman of the board. Why is Mensa Otabil still walking around? Political pastor. Somebody who is so untruthful, uncanokre. Mikrom Fantini, uncanokre. And when you're a Jimmy Phoebe did say a Christopher. Now, yes, about sorry. Yes, Unankazaba and what sorry. Into a cape, no masowano. This guy, wait there, God will curse him. Him, Jimmy. We want to build a nation, irrespective of who you are. As Samabana Uwoma, I'll say a trial the way we are trying the other people. You see how the Otabo Osha Moa is still watching Nat Geo, so he does not feel what is happening in Ghana. A Jimmy for Moksana Makotana answered them. The Mudibe the DTM Red Gramunibi, Aqua Wish a shoe, at Pamket in Sashajina Munimu Cabro to Mobako Heaven. More Jimmy. Political pastor. Omuntia taxes. And Omunam Ghana. Go and look in his books. Otabo di boni we no. Nipana na awase or making sure say Otabo's name was in there to be prosecuted or Ejimo Bank of Ghana. San ma me no Ejimo Bank of Ghana ni kunu ye Mensa Otabo junior pastor. I was say for cry baby. And they did everything possible to shield Mensa Otabo from the report. Send a beya because the moment Mensa Otabo's name appears in the report to be prosecuted, Nikruna or Hedi Otabla, sorry, branch, you know, he will lose his job. Into Kwasiaformity Bank of Ghana na innocent. I'm not saying they are innocent. They were part of it. Why are you being selective about who to prosecute and who not to prosecute? Who is Mensa Otabel? Onwe hunyanko pombo rekrada. On to me po ensa on one ho yare so yare ne makon to me so yare. O use Bible we read be the good trim no begina wa. King, my brothers. Why not to me nyasa ankasi asem no? Bibi near Jimmy. You want accountability? God now, oh 7 o'clock. If you are not honest with yourself, he will not listen to you. You people sitting in Mensa Otabo's church, 99% of you people know the man is a thief. Nanka Mensa Otabo, Capital Bank, would you be sitting there, my monsense, Don Patru, Papa Dada Pinto Ma, to laugh? You have used religion to scare people and to steal from the people. Where is the Christian Council? So me, anytime I hear Mensa Otabo's name, I don't blame Mensa Otabo. I blame the flock, the foolish flock, giving him money to sustain his life. What about now America? ICGC. You are foolish investing in a man who has just read a book to intimidate you. Are you foolish? Let me tell you, you can't intimidate me with the Bible or Quran. I'm being honest here. You people, some way Christopher, among from Mensa Otabo said, Capital Bank, no, as the board chair, no, who in their right senses will take Otabo out and go after managers. Fake political pastor. Call to be a people could be on call. And these people we have entertained, so many of them, shall be to say, Usubempa, started Ghana, Nipemu. No, when Jimmy is a poor, no, national TV. So now, Usubempa Jimmy to work. I say, I mean, who's the moja will be. Then you are just lying to people. We are talking about a nation we want to build. Not Kwasiatowe. Kwasiatowe are no only the left and right. Now, Master Son so. Now, Usubempa say, Jimmy, according to Tony Adinko Shemono, other than the young coupon in film. And we have entertained foolishness. We have allowed religion to destroy us. Inti edi hu ahye mu. Opeso ko Nyankopon wa wu e. Numeduro wu ko nyiko hu Nyankopon. Ana no e bone. Now you have some people who cannot even write their own names on paper, write about themselves, decide who leads this nation. Because kwasiye bi so wetie Nyankopon ne. Kwasiye bi so nyame akase akire no. Inti yemfa ne so ne yentie ne enkoto aba to decide the destiny of this nation. We are here today. These foolish fools are still planted and they are leading flocks, foolish flocks. Last me catch Usubempa say on try me be no try dey bi. Papa, try me again. Na me try bibi. Yen Jimmy say a country a na obi to say ba me a wabodam on nam Ghana your friend is saying Konfo ya oso asakre yenjimi ya sa akwe openti on nam your friend saying mumbo ni agrada ati asori ma nipa timu enyam wane ya agrada to me if in a criminal act ma baso abetia sorry 2 months nipa gum ye Jimmy to the point whereby we cannot understand differentiate between foolishness into ama religion edieso into kwasie bia kuta bible de boy hu ne edinechi ejide bia your problem agrada atiba atia sorry tanya wa mi jama bloggers no ba me hu se comment demutina me mam kakra no agrada atia sorry e ma nipa tim said ye na magrada so be hu nyankopon wo yo twe na agrada na nkasa otibusan said that she know herself onim no ho edien na ema na ye de oye na ote de oye na se does she understand it otiase it una wa kwa di de chi una also busa ho say the person who is leading me does she even understand what she's doing and una also busa ho the woman is confused she's going through life some psychological difficulty enti maamene nye stable sa o ye de nya kura ontiase or embarrassing ho kura ontiase she is just looking at it like a game enti Jimmy eniaman ko phobia for Christo some enomudi diska otabo owai de ekoso gana nyina na sorry for enyo mo no mo bre. Has he spoken about it? Has he taken time to speak on the economic hardship of this country? No, because foolish political pastors, their president is in power. He killed 8 people. He killed 8 people to win power. Mensa Otabos in Ghana, he foolishly ignored it. Now you say God will strike one day, and in the name of God, it will happen. The embarrassment you people will get, you will be shocked in your bones. Keep using the Bible and the word to intimidate the people. Keep using it. Let's move forward. Bawumia returns home with funding for Tamale Airport, Bekwai Hospital and Kumasi Market expansion. 2019, Kailization. Sikano way. Bawumia, Uchantro chain intro. Bawumia, Ocha intro, echa intro. Sasika we nyina we Bawumia returns home with funding. He has returned home. Wakwa kodim kwasi asama ba say he has returned home with funding. Where is the money? Kailization the enjoy you. You bet kai mo to 2028, 30, 2040. Ye enjoy mo kai see you say ye Jimmy. It dey bia na we need to stand on you gina mo so. Sasika na wen ye tie na say okofa 15 billion abiaba, $15 billion ye hu ye. Yes, Satya, Emma Bawumia, sir, Wakofa, Sika, Babe, at Tamale Airport, or Bekwai Hospital, and a Kumasi Market, a wing. Nasikani is saying, people are sending me message, fresh shooting at Nkranza. Me say, Nkranza Semono, some of us solve IGP no. Me say, damn pare, let me tell you people, damn pare. This Nkranza youth issue, yeah, Abi. You need Matisa Dampare releases statement, and ISD DDND is going to. Dampare is a liar. Dampare is a political IGP. Dampare, you cannot trust him. Ghana Police Service, there are more criminals in the Ghana Police Service than in the system. I'm telling you. And Dampare knows. In Kofoya, kidnapping a Canadian girls, you're going. In Kofoya, kidnapping Canadian girls, I'm going. MPP boys, don't kidnap. I'm saying. Met my church cases baby akodi police phone same. Dampare cannot be trusted. In Ghana for motoa Dampare kofa camera be sini so a nyame na de wa ba Dampare is a politician. What is happening at Nkranza just a tip of the iceberg. So many things are ABC, you'll be shocked. Dampare cannot handle it. Because although he came to serve criminals, Dampare is not in Ghana, or he's not the IGP because we're interested in interest. He's covering up murders. He's covering up murders because a member of parliament told us that Dampare Nimpo Kun, a member of parliament. Till date, this man has kept quiet. Oh, papa, any a KB down Kwankabelde. Canada Japan kwa siampenyi wea ne sing nashi. Ne sing nashi Jimmy wea. Ne nice wa aisa bo fraba habain. Kwa siya wea ombo bra papa bi ona bra bomu no. Kwasiato we our mental problem no. Kwasia we can say Dampare knows who murdered JB Dankwa. Akwa no ho kan who senior it is 1962 box iron. Beman ho fun sa no. Otna ho kan ye jama kwasia we nam Ghana. Osa di bi ba ye nsuji abo. Osa ba no say Ahmed Swale. Kwasia we ti Ghana ye mra. Na we kuro na utim. And the kwasia we would say, and kwasiafo no ka so mo ye kwasiafo no pe so di omo so. Nti kwasia we so be president. Some catching so he will lose that seat. Also, Ojani Friho. A technique. He will lose that seat. Sani MP seat make Jeffrey in seven. Sani Asin Central seat. Onim say he will not win. My catching, I will take it. Massa. Now, do you know the work we are doing? I will take that seat from him. On transfer seat is so president Teddy. Or shall I be called no primaries? Or so winning and then be just city to I don't want to go back to parliament. Or so me say or your Bema son or your overlord of Asin Central. On transfer seat no magic. I'll give it to somebody. Menje kapre. Siato tetigana peje abeti. O fui 15 consecutive times. Abua we na adwini he never came to parliament. 15 consecutive times we were paying his dead ass every single month. Adwasafo na but damn news or tabrochire Ghana phone twin to petrol. Ya gigi sika na come Adwasafo. She is being paid a day. Ya betena amos ye muade mo yankwasiafo. Mo yankwasiafo. So Dampare no number 1, don't trust him until he comes out to tell us as Semna Canada Japan Kaya na odini dibe it is true or not before I can trust a person who covers up for murderers. A whole member of parliament sat on TV and showed the face of an investigative journalist like myself, and he was killed. You want me to sit here and pamper such fool? You saw what the judge wrote. You are a public figure. Your actions should prove it. Kwasia when I'm Ghana and I'm also son so. Oh, who say and kwasia form when people with Jimmy and come to be an the president? Well, who say and kwasia for the search my own to know. I'm a Dawson, a bronya for the Dawson, a Jimmy for the Dawson. On one better TV, you say MPP for you and kwasia for. What to one ferry and we ya kwasia we say me sakoje forms utumi young man or go say I want Canada Japan kwasia. So your IGP he is not working in your interest. Or buy an okotwe camera and a camera didn't chi no uraha me say that is not a job. You are acting. You are pretending. The job is on the ground, it's on your table. Deal with them. Give us answers. I CID boss we sit in a country, nobody wants to ask questions. Every single one of you, your life is at stake. We'll be better about to any day, and they will foolishly sit at the police headquarters and write a statement. See what is happening at Mkranza. It is going to explode, escalate. Paparazzi IGP, we photographer IGP. Campaign and no be answer questions. Give us answers. You think we are still going to do that nonsense? The police service, it should be a service that has some integrity with it. And the police phobia chrono crash and Ghana for no. You see, police phobia corrobi will be me about another police officer team. My friend is saying, police near boni team no. Till date, I was saying, police officers murdering police officers. There's an IGP who hasn't resigned. Now, almost say our counterpart now be training. America, no. Do you think we will have an IGP who will sit and say police officers murdering another police officer protecting money? What but damn now police honorably that police officer, the IGP will come out and say, I have resigned, I have failed the people. But it's one is also IGP so. I don't or IGP or Dr. Dampare no tokenle Jimmy Sani Ghana. Let him come out and tell us. Say Kennedy has some no kind and no credit because until we respond, IGP Dampare he covers up for murderers. Yes. Say cheese, take a picture, credit. Me check a little credit. Because the IGP said they want to me. Let us see some results. Obi to Kevin Mbu IGP. As I make no grab him. As I making no grab him. I will say it this way. I don't have any other way to say it. Why IGP nam kromo check a little. What to say you have been protected. Mo national security boss. We in a him or some or band number 2 TV so. You say you have been protected. Where Jimmy Papa? We will go there. Now see this. There are a few things. Kevin, I see the French ambassador. She's going back to France. I just want to tell this woman that she's done a lot. She's done so much for our entertainment industry, our tourism industry. This woman really worked. And I would like to say congratulations to her for what she came to add to our politics when it comes to tourism aspect of it. Recently, I got to know the event they had in France, well-attended event, courtesy through a year Boulare. Boulare is doing his part by projecting Ghana out there. Every single opportunity he gets, he does everything possible to make sure, say, art, craft in Ghana is projected. And I give Boulare the credit for single-handedly trying to spearhead this very difficult task. But he's proven, and he's proven a lot of people wrong, to say, you don't need 1,000 soldiers to win a battle. You just have to be tactical, disciplined, and also need to understand it is through coordination and also maintaining or keeping bridges. That is why you see a lot of dignitaries and all that around the world accepting his idea of, exchanging art, exchanging craft, exchanging a lot of things. So this woman has done a lot, and I really respect her for that. She's done her part. She came to Ghana. She delivered when it comes to going down on the ground to meet the locals, to let them feel that I'm just an ambassador. I'm human like you, and no matter our race and where we're from, we can still live a normal life. So I respect this woman for what she did. And I would like to say thank you to her for what she did. But there's one thing I want to tell her. The president lied to you, madam, when he said that he practiced law in France. Please, personally, I will come to France. I will send you an email and I will come show you some things. Nana Dankwe Kufuor, when you interviewed him, our president, Okpo, a year Dada Pinto, he lied about practicing at Kude Brothers, madam. And it hurts me that you didn't know this. All the things he was saying, he read them. He's a smoker. He does not know anything. He never got any law certificates from the UK. He cannot show you his certificates, madam. This man sat in front of you and made a joke out of everything that you people did. I'm talking about the interview. He never had any colleague he practiced law with. He cannot tell you emphatically he had a colleague at Kude Brothers. He's a liar. It hurts me that you are going back thinking that our president is an honest man. He's a thief. He's a liar. He does not respect anybody. Tell him, tweet and ask the president to prove me wrong, that Mr. President, this is the former or the current French ambassador. We want you to display your law certificate to prove to this young man that you did not lie on my show. Simple as that, madam. You will see. They will come and attack you. They will come and insult you because the man is an imposter. He's a liar. He never had any certificate. It hurts me that you are going without knowing the truth. But I'm telling you, I have the fact. I've shown it. This man is not a lawyer. He is not a registered lawyer. He never practiced law in UK. He never practiced law in France. He always wants to use that fake idea, instill it in people's head for them to think he's an honorable man. He's a liar. Till date, we have gone into the Columbia Library, Book of Lawyers. Nobody mentioned his name. His name has not been listed anywhere as working with Kude Brothers. France is a unique country. Beautiful people, honest people. Do not let this man lie to you again. Clean this documentary from your archives. You should not add it to it. I will tag you, the documentary. I will tag your colleagues, ambassadors that you have been lied to. I respect you a lot, madam. It is very, very important that I show you or tell you this. Thank you for your service in Ghana. Now, the next one is this. Kwame Sefakan has spoken, and what did he say? Kwame Sefakan says that Bibi Hiano, then hear Kwame Sefakan or say, Kevin know the bed every day somebody they stress you with something. Or say, special prosecutor CID must take up Ashgold Interalliance match fixing case. Kwame Sefakan. In some ways, me, I've never spoken about Ashgold issue because from day one, people Ashgold said this man came to make money. He didn't come to help the team. So me, I knew all along that this man is not a man that would take Ashgold anywhere. Indeed, I will not spend my time. I still love Ashgold, and I know Division 2, we will play and come to Premiership. It's a normal thing. We are good at what we do. Into me, at the point, so where see what Ashgold man, but Kwame Sefakan, the whole Ghana in Kwasi Asema Esinyina and Nipana were employed. No, he has refused to speak on it today. He's concerned giving IG special prosecutor job no special prosecutor njai bibie eguo ABAJ onjanto ejapa onjanto enkwasiade a wa ban mu nkofo ye de omunyina koja ho no onjanto no nkodi ash gold any interlies echi. You see the foolishness of a foolish smoker. Ni tisa bosom on say omo using nkofo na che ensem na sa afono omo ofui. Today you are telling IGP special prosecutor and CID boss to go into ash gold case. Who cares about ash gold being demoted and interlies being demoted? Who cares at this point? We are struggling. People are dying. Why would Tisa Bosom Kwasia we no we are? Today, the special prosecutor we are paying to investigate criminals who have employed you. You are diverting attention to go after what Ash Gold. You are a foolish journalist. You are very, very foolish. You have no heart. If I were you calling yourself general, chief, and you are insisting, say, special prosecutor, you have been in office for some time, give us results. Or free, a G. Nkwasiade na yamo mona na nkwalade omani atomo so se mbetuma sunya nsamba pressure e manyo masesa no mode mo kwasia ne mo tworo ene mo kwasia dot ni wi ne tetewo e na mo misinform nkofo. Oh, today the special prosecutor's priority should be about Ashanti Gold, right? It shouldn't be about Ejapa. It should not be about Ameri. It should not be about the killings during the elections. It should not be how people are stealing from the national coffers. It should not be about MPA, knowing OMCs, owing Ghana 600 and something million. It should not be. It should be Ash Gold into our lives. We are foolish, man. People like this I don't respect. Muna mudia bedru hano. Na onyankopon ofane boa onto ntemo. We are all not going to live 1,000 years, but yet there some will die painful death because you people are deliberately destroying lives. Sai gbeni jimi we mi hu bi da. Ai gbe for majority no omo nim. Sai gbeni jimi na adwen so infantini. President Betina we nim di awonafo atem because a chief is telling him, Mr. President, finish it. What the kwasiat was ni patiet we ya ne tu nyina so we say and you go see o Jimmy I want need Jimmy. And you people, we have entertained you people for too long. Very useless smoker. Only Alote Jacobs na no hu win tan sa bola man no. Enya sem na infantifo ye Jimmy anka e den Alote Jacobs be infantini. NDC time not the board be 5 so ewi. Nkwasiadan we see no eye Cape Coast nyina no osuro se bebusan se omechirechirem Alote Jacobs ewi bia ne nse a criminal no hu fin bi kwamna danka ne we Jimmy on the comedian mo betra no be kan sem na be sesa Ghana no mo de mo Jimmy to and the special prosecutor should go after Ash Gold. Who cares about Ash Gold? Who cares about interlies? We care about the government stealing from the people. Jimmy mono no monkwasia wi ne na mono no monkwasia 55 ne embassy na mo be Tosca ne monkwasia jot na mo dwen say mo ya nyankopon me say a time will come you people will run mo to wo ye he but ten our reception ho me say a time will come you'll be sitting in that foolish building now mo say ship house with it mo to wo Jimmy hey now let out then hey bibia boko hey NDC for the what's the one show na Mahama ye shadow be win oh Alote Jimmy pakosi Duncan so Jimmy enya fantifo mienu omo Jimmy omo ho a me se mo to wo Jimmy ho no mo dwin mo beti ten boss was say na eba asem na Alote osa aba anu yi o say am bo bi nyimo but ten na say e ben mo no from reception or for stairs no we dey here it go happen. You see the anger in the system, you people caused it. And you for me say sound we man in film with it should not leave your head or your brains. You will hear it. But ten. Hey, na kai bi na ne tire apaya na. On your tire na wa pay you. Me say it is happening at the reception. Obesati another 10. Obeti me wo. O say hey, na obi ewura ha na gate ni bie ye na. Pupu. Me say studio gate ni bie na mo beti pupu. Come se va Canada ya wan sorry. I want to say me so Peace FM. Me say yete ha announcement ye nyina betie bi. Some na moma anger no, moma youth no. Right now no omoni brio. They have access to guns. They have access to weapons. They are keeping it because you people misled them. And you people are still misleading them. They know the truth. they will retaliate. They will go after the enemies, the people who misinform them. One kind they see will be mindful. And they will start from home. And home is where the news starts from. Ting. Poo. Muncha part into her. ABC. All right, now see this. We have diesel stock. We have diesel stocks to run for over 2 weeks. A whole country. National Petroleum Authority. Ekache say, stock a one a bit more running for over 2 weeks. Meaning say, maximum space na yekasi more. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Now say your diesel for just 1 month. The National Petroleum Authority, NPA, has ruled out reports of diesel shortage on the market, insisting that the country has adequate stocks to last for more than 2 weeks. When they tell you more than 2 weeks, it means the maximum is 3 weeks. It follows reports that some oil marketing companies are struggling to secure diesel from bulk oil distribution companies. Say, you're to Ghana, now say MPA board, but so yo, na otifie, na obi ka say, papa we, ni fie, me si enam, yen nyina ya stocky if you asemu besi, yen nyina wa nam, ya kokuo, ya opro, ya adwene, me papa, omo wa nam, o say, yesu ya wa nam o, osemo boamu ni nam. Yet you nam different your preko your free asem see ebedi na another boy aba yene na we hwe okosia wo nam wo dia adwene wo ona ne ko o se yes wo nam yes ye go buso papa ai ye bi o papa get yes enam wo because they be obadaba school I say ne nam no wo form because you o se o ye wo nam e betu di 1 weekend over tie oh ye wo nam your number one bet use for 1 week and over. Also, Tia said the limit, you know, after 1 week or 1.5 weeks, ting. And I'm hot because in Kofoba, because I'm doing more. Namama store now. Any nam they say nam go chip. You bet my bumuabe 8 years. And nam go over papa also. Your nam bet me last be 1.5 weeks. Just say 2 weeks over panam no besa. Zongo bro anyway. Mr. Tanzania and Koda Fufuso. Ke bonyum South Africa for so onim ifo itafui omo bonyum twa ho hia ya de na ya nkwan dada oda nkwan so na botwa da so Tanzania kana botwa da fufuo so wait Tanzania da Mustafa Hamid me say Tanzania kana na botwa sei da fufuo so uhu na botwa so abohu da obanyansafo at Ghana the Jimmy who best MPA CEO, best day 2022. 4 months when you when your best CEO of 2022. See it here. Wallahi. Mesu Tanzania akabo kona the speaker kitu be sit down South Africa wa just tight. You from ita if no Zulu for nkwara no ai e ko eye yovel omo ho kakra o saba santin omo e chiri ho o ba eye na chiri na side ho a o ko baby to say Eldorado mo South Africa mu Eldorado e ho na colored for the gu no o fe chiri ho na chiri na wo no o fe chiri kakra na omuguo get ai ye twa to ye di wari yankwan ye duwa yankwan da na botwa da so san o te Ghana dim kwasi asem kan okra chiri di pa no nka ye be sa ba ho asem. So let me tell you people, few obi eni ho, they don't have money, they are lying. Somebody say he will run to Tanzania when NDC comes to power. Oh, Ghana ko Tanzania me edra kwa yankwan. Onyu so Jimmy. Awo na Togo he ya. Abe o twankwan. Obaka kra. Oh wallahi. Salam alaikum. Fum. Mongo chine kwa yankwan. Let me tell you, the real issue here is if the country is telling you that they have fuel to last for over 2 weeks there, then there's a problem. A chair journalist, no, you didn't do communication in school. You don't understand what he's saying. He's telling you that after 2 weeks, the probability of oil or diesel shortage to hit the country, it is high. Yes, they have adequate diesel for 2 weeks and over. It means maximum of 3 weeks or a month, we will have severe diesel shortage in Ghana. This should get you angry. Also, ema obufu, ema akuma, ebobri. Also, you show. Sa zongo broni we no. Onka no kre ade amaka se memfa pen asem no ene say or the Quran na politics. Or the Quran and their politics, and that is what I hate. You don't do politics with religion. And the boys been in social media. Zongo for boys be, Muslim boys be. And then they have a problem with Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor said, yeah, Kevin Taylor was advising Muslims. Sibia politics are infiltrating the religion. Telling people about Chief Imam situation. In case Chief Imam knew there is no one able to make us say yensasisua obedi chief. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Zongo for boys be omo kan be omo Jimmy. Kwasi afo na mo say religion mo dia. Mo say yakaso zongo ni a so ya aboa. Kevin Taylor. And I'm not going to mention any of you fools on my platform. What I have said, and I'll keep saying it. But say, if you people don't get rid of politics now, Baumia there be rat Chief Imam office no. And making sure say you people come together as one people. What is going to happen in Ghana now? We might lose the Islamic religion. I am saying this again. Now more sa energy when you to insult me. You didn't have that energy to insult Baumia. Time you kun zongo 7 mo yam kwasia for mutum banzans more Korana mu reading much as say foolish boys. Oh more this energy and you quite record bo zongo photo kwasia for want to put this energy together to hold Baumia accountable. Mutum banzas and more. You think we are sitting here, we are scared of you saying we are zongoni. Or free. Yes, it's going to be an ejimi. Enyansafo zongo, what we said, they understand. Foolish boy kotacha broche ko sasa broche ball abagana. Na mo so phone bi simu so am yin sem nyansa. Mo fin. I will keep saying this. The Chief Imam's office should stop. Chief Imam does not have an idea. The politics about religion. We need to come together as one people, as Muslims, to try and make sure, say, we keep ourselves together. Today, if there's no Chief Imam, we cannot even say this person is in line. Ramadan just calling for people to break their fast. It became political. They are intelligent, wise Muslims in Ghana. Foolish boys. I want you people all to come together and put that energy now. Mudidi mechino. Mumbusa ba omiya zongo 7 report no way. Foolish boys. Mutum banzanis. Mumfa sa energy no embusa ba omiya say omo yeku mo adra no kaka mo asefo no. What happened? Mutum banzanis. Foolish boys. What Jimmy into these politicians use you people. Nobody loves the religion than me, but nobody is critical because I will speak about something I love, and I love the religion. I love the Chief Imam. I love intelligent Muslims, not foolish ones who cannot speak for their brothers and sisters. See the hardship in the system. Zongo ministry now and more gather that energy and go and ask the president, why has our ministry been scrapped? And more mutum banzanis. Moji say yankorane ati aho. Moji say Jimmy bia bebetumi abehunhuna. Mama use one word mama na menko menim shegi adu. Do I be man on tuja? Mabobod down. We will speak and get things right. We will force the Muslim brothers and sisters to start reasoning. They are Ghanaians. We love them. Their voices needs to be heard. They are part of us. Whether we like it or not, every single Muslim northerner is part of us. I am blood. I will not sit here and call myself me Fantini, me Winnie. So their problem is not my problem. Gather the energy and ask your president and your vice president Baumia say, what happened to the Zongo 7 Mutum Banzani? Jimmy Kurama me. Mr. Article will handle you on Loud Silence TV. Now my lucky semente hausa. Duba. Mr. My lucky semente hausa. Now come me hausa. You be surprised. You are lucky. I don't understand. I mean, to me, hausa. I can't speak hausa, and it hurts me every time. Let's move forward. Now, yesterday I talked about this story. And this story is about energy crisis. Now, there's something going on and we need to be very careful. So may need that. Now, what is happening? Andra, me a story way. ECG owes us $900 million as of Q1 2022. It can't increase tariff automatically. And this came from the people we call the Chamber of IPPs, Distributors and Bulk Consumers, Elecplem Atobo. He is the chief executive of the Chamber of IPPs, Distributors and Bulk Consumers. Omuna VRA. Power distribute through ECG. Now, they came out to say that Ghana government did over 900 million. The sad part of this whole thing is the Electricity Company of Ghana and the Water River Authority and the Oma Kana, instead of them to sit down and analyze the issues and find some fine language, because these people are fighting for the consumers. 38% increment echo to Ghana for so. There are things that you have done. It shows clearly you are missing the point. You are mismanaging the system. So you people should start thinking, meet us halfway because you owe us. The real issue here is Ghana government. Ghana government has not denied it. It's a fact. Put that down. The Ghana government has not come out. The energy minister, Napo, and when he said rag, Emba Bontin Bekanchek, we have to say we don't owe them. So it's a fact. Their case is rooted. They have basis, they have evidence, they have reasons why they are saying ECG cannot ultimately to electricity because okramo deyeka. Yeni eni mu ye adwuma no. Muntiatua kana bibia nkoso. Ansa mo tuma ko say mo hia more money because you have not paid us. Why haven't you been able to pay us? It's a simple thing. Obia onim the importance of IPPs in our energy distribution, our energy conservation and energy use, you know. That nipa na onim nyansa na odi obi ka no, the first thing that person will do is to work on the language to meet nipa na odi ne kana halfway. Odi obi ka. Na wo ye shege, wo ye gege, wo peja betina nipa na say hey, party now na. You need to find a fine language to meet that person so that he doesn't get pissed off. Because onena oba obesiama utumi di premano. Ni panse u di premando do okra de meka. Now instead of you finding some very intelligent people to respond, no. See what happened. We were in this country when the ECG told us to say they have written off 625.3 million Ghana cedis off as bad debt. Yeah, took last week. And ECG Becca just say, a kabia beda ECG so no, am I writing off? That means that they will not chase that ekano. Ubusam say then ekano they did not give specifics. They did not give numbers. They did not say anything. Oh, new polls and so 600 and over million Ghana cedis. You are writing off. Oh, they cut almost $1 million. ECG deca almost $1 million. Sorry, $1 billion. Now, also you are writing debt off. In which country will you hear this? Now the issue is, even tell us what you are writing off. How does the debt become a write-off debt? How did it become debt you cannot recover? That statement was made and that's it. It went through. Now, Adechi and VRA, instead of them to respond to the IPPs in the language, they will even consider Ghana and be considerate about their actions, what they want to do and what they don't want to do. No, the foolish Water River Authority for no, in their stupidity and arrogance, no, they don't think about the consumer. No, because IPPs are just doing a simple thing: Ghana for bread. Do not compound. Don't make the thing so tough for them. You people need to structure yourself well. So that's all they are fighting for Ghanaians. So East power now too much. Their response is sustain our operations. VRA begs public utility PURC. Now hear what the VRA said in their presser. Now Omokasano Nipana Obekasano say IPPs can pack out if the things get worse. And VRA makes claim for 37% increment. Now, VRA, ECG will catch a year PURC is 37 to 38%. And the IPP speaker said, no, Mama first our pressure no Ghana for so. We work with you people. You have told us Kwampo say Kabi Muntumin DHD, most hard so sit and restructure things. Now, this is what it said. Power and Economic Regulations Manager at the Volta River Authority, VRA, Peter Oseje, has called on the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, PURC, to accept their proposal demanding a 37% increment in tariffs. According to him, the over 60 years power generation company needs to be supported and sustained to withstand any future shocks. Mr. Osei stated that independent power producers, that's the IPPs, may turn their backs on them if they face a critical issue. Hence, the need for VRA to be equipped to be on a sound footing. Now, the IPPs are the ones, as we speak technically, holding you people down. Without the IPPs, the power distributors, the independent, the private, you people cannot run, you cannot give Ghana power. Now, the critical issue here is you are owing them. Now, how do you go out and tell Ghanaians and say IPPs will walk away? Asamba, now yet we will not walk away. The question is, if IPP decides to walk away today, will you survive? Every institution led by fools, that's how they react to sensitive issues. They have a strategic contract with you people. And that contract says when they provide, you pay. Now they have provided, and they have been very sincere. They have been considerate. They have not stopped providing you with what the contract says. Even though you have not been paying, they have still lived with you people. They respect it. That is why they are still in contract to you. IPPs can decide to shut off their supply to Ghana, and what will you do? Today, tomorrow, they can come out and say, we don't want to deal with you people. Pay us every single dime we are owing you before we give you something. Can you run the country? That is how foolish, that is how stupid these people are. They don't understand communication. They are so arrogant. They have misplaced priorities. Foolish people speak for them. Let's say this IPPs today, they decide to say, you know what, we are also making too much losses. We are all telling you we cannot give you anything again. We are not going. Just give us what we have given you, the amount, and then we will give you power. You are sitting there telling them, say, Ghana for say, PURC, say, IPP for there. When it becomes critical, they work. It is critical now, but they are still here. We are in a critical situation, but these people are still here. We are in a crazy crisis. These guys are still here. So how can you just come out and say such a foolish thing? If tomorrow morning they release a statement and say the Ghana government is owing us, the contract says it explicitly that if you are owing me, I should stop producing. You give me how much you owe me, and then I can go on. Can you run the country? There's no diplomacy. There's no intelligence. Foolish Jimmy Foney. That's why we are losing money. You have not been able to account for the debt you wrote off, or you are saying you cannot trace. Tell us what and what. 600 million over. You cannot trade. The debt has been washed down the carpet. The person giving you the power is saying, hey, show us some respect. You are writing off such debt. Why are you not even showing us the kind of debt you are writing off? When we get to critical situation, they will walk. If they decide to walk, the contract says it because you are owing them. If by Monday they say they are shutting down, can you run Ghana Energy? Will we get power? I don't know what Jimmy said. So I pounced on a response from the chief executive officer after this news came out. And I want to read that statement to you. Reject VRA's unthoughtful tariff increment proposal. And let me say this. This is coming from the chief executive officer of IPP. His name is let me get his name right. His name is where did he go? I want to get his name right before I move ahead. Yes, Elekplem Akpetobo. He actually decided to respond to this reckless, stupid statement from the VRA to PURC. And this is what he wrote. Reject VRA's unthoughtful tariff increment proposal. It is a cheap propaganda by VRA to say IPPs can pack out if things get worse. End of quote. What's the reason behind this unprofessional comment? And that is what the IPP's boss is saying. He went on to say this: IPP's power purchase agreements are time bound and cannot pack out as ignorantly and neo-fatally Hey, Masa, ade. Bro, for kekada ultra maye. Na opese be keken sande na mkam ketreba. Na ba na mo afrem ka jam se bro for nye. Neophytally or neophytally. The can say neophytally or neophytally. Which one is which? Boss, when you are writing things for us, you know, we are from far away. So maintain. All right, let's move on. So neophytally postulated. Brofo, he goes on to say this in the third paragraph. He says, IPPs are true development partners and remain as such and have Ghanaians and the economy at heart. They have made very uneasy sacrifices yielding benefits to the sector and the country. Our testimony is the acceptance of the persistent plea of the government to reduce our well-calculated charges, which the government had publicly announced yielding about 13.2 billion savings. The government has been pleading with them, and they have basically gentlemanly decided to help the government out by making sure that they reduce their charges. Even in the contract, the charges they are supposed to take, they have humanly reduced it. They will pack away. Now, he finally says this: why should VRA, a state-owned utility using a free hydro resource, be asking to burden Ghanaians and the industries further? They are fighting for Ghanaians. He goes on to say, rationale behind their establishment. These are very important questions. The first one is, why should VRA, Water River Authority, a state-owned utility using a free hydro resource, be asking to burden Ghanaians and the industries further? Do they really understand the rationale behind their establishment? These are very important questions, sir. The CEO, Kwabla Akpeto, is asking. Finally, he says this: we strongly recommend to PURC and Ghanaians to reject the unthoughtful and the insensitive tariff proposal by the ECG and VRA. Thank you. Dr. Eliklim Kwabla Akpeto, CEO, Chamber of IPPs. They are being so considerate, even when the government is fooling. They have done everything. They are saying, hey, the pressure is too much on the people. Now, these people turn around to insult them, that they will run away when there's crisis. We are in crisis. We have been in crisis for 5 years. They have stayed with you. They have stood with the Ghanaian people. They have even cut down their charges, all in the interest of helping build this nation. They will run. Let them decide tomorrow. They are waiting for all their money before they operate. Are you going to be able to supply Ghana? And I'm going to advise the IPPs, do this for us for just 2 days. To prove a point that this government is useless, stop the supply. For 24 hours, stop it. Or for 72 hours, stop it. And let Ghana understand that you are the people holding us down. Because if you don't do that, what will happen is that Ghanaians will not see your importance. This is a friendly advice to the IPPs. Stop supplying the government, Ghana government, with these nonsense. For 72 hours, don't give them anything. Write a statement and put it out there that you are pulling your services for 3 days or 1 week. Then Ghanaians will see, will know your importance. So digitization be so light now. So now put in a so light now. So via regime forward, they can make sure light runs. Your importance. Then the people will now start to listen to you, the IPPs, because you people, over the time, you have not proven to Ghanaians say you are the backbone of our energy supply. And as I speak to you, MPP ni kwasi ampenyi bi de make a krontiase IPP so me ahwan me see, show your presence, let your presence be felt, shut down and tell them to pay you the 1 billion and over. Then you take it from there. Ghana Fobe who say these people are fools, they cannot communicate, they cannot manage. Murder of Major Mahama, prosecution closed case against accused persons. It's almost 6 o'clock here. Major Mahama case na kwesi saying under Nanado Dankwe Kufuado, any Bawumia Alankash security concerns. Yes, prosecution, we really case, a foolish case. But there, Yana say, and I'm going to send this to the Mahama family, Major Mahama family. If the wife is watching this show, don't watch it. if family members are watching this show right now, the next 5-10 minutes, don't watch it. I'm going to show a video of how this military officer was lynched. We heard an MPP Kempe, who was part of the Galamsey and the killing of Major Mahama, speak on tape that Gabi Asoro-Chidakon and the rest knew were behind the killing of Major Mahama. Now that audio is here. Now I also want to show you or play to you how Major Mahama was killed and how the NPP government decided to kill a young military man, all because this man was ready to defend the land. If you don't have the heart to watch, don't watch. But this is what the MPP, led by Gabi Ekwewusi and the rest, did to Major Mahama, how they killed him. Today, they don't even want to hear about Major Mahama's case. Ladies and gentlemen. See, I'm sorry I'm showing this, but I want Ghana Forward to see the reality. And this young man, this military officer, through the handiwork of these NPP guys set him up and they killed him. Echo, we see in an audio, I'm born Hadibiaka say, Gabi, they know about how this guy was killed, how he was set up. Now, what was all your MPP near Chemi in Timia Kwasia, with Jimmy? Oh, your bow shame me MPP name de Kufado, Oba, and Ankayedi blocks you bonitimu Kuniseya, Kakwasia. Kamahama time na de we see ya, Kaudo was sick or Babet now say, or you tell me Muntuno, Monsan Kuno, on some with Jimmy. Kevin, if free so, Kevin, I don't want to see it. Kwasia, I dear Betchino, Konya say, a Kufuado, a bind de Ubida, Oba, and Anke one say ya, and Kabelde. I don't know Moyan Kwasia for sa. Ye catch them say, a bind way a bind. These are murderers. We kunipa and laugh about it. The young man has been killed. It hurts me. I'm so sorry. But I want Ghana to know the kind of leadership in this country. This is under Kufuado and Mahama. It is not under Kufuor. It is not under J.J. Rawlings. J.J. Rawlings was a military leader. Ghana. Adam Moyan Kwasia Forsa. Mojis will be Taobi. And nobody's speaking about it. It's normal. And Mahama, Nananti, Mobian Kabibia. Or a 10 in your kuno or a boa. Not menoka said 10 nibiti as antimemu cats come seme kwasia. 10 nibiti a ye krobiso seme me kwasia. We kwasia penny papa. Unim dia ope. Zongo boys bit word di me matem. A boa ba. E moa mo jimintra. That is why politicians, government kills Zongo burn. Muslim for kwala. Because someone say mo Jimmy. Some of you always defend and kwasia sem. And kamuntaka nyasa and kwasi authority no asawasi this and kwasi asem no. Because there are boys who are hungry and foolish in the name of ye pepe for ye near ding ye zongo for they killed a Ghanaian. I need to find the Ekwewusi video audio na me botchramo. I don't even know where that video was saved. That audio was saved. I'll try and find it. Asama Ekwewusi kafa Captain Mahama wuwu in an interview with a journalist. I think this, Mr. S, Mr. P, that audio is in the system. Can you move it to the group line for me to access it? I think I moved it somewhere on the system here. I can't find it. But me pesa Ghana for tie. Yang kunwo bada, yang bro ba se kromfo kuno, innocent man da. Into the kwasia to was a Kevin Muadie. Ada ebe ball battery mutu no. What about so kwasia cheme? The case, a foolish case. We saw people, their faces there. Aomu kunipa, sojeni, a military man who is unarmed. A military man who was unarmed. Mr. P, I think Mr. S is still on the flight. He's not down yet. If you can find the Ekwewusi video, audio, no, send it to me. And let me play it. Because in here, says Ghana how it started. And why we should be speaking today. In fact, I think I should be able to find it on my phone and send to the system. Because I remember I sent this audio to somebody. A friend of mine. Yes, I have it here. Mumientie Ekwewusi. Enkwasi asama ye busano journalist busan about issue. All Gabi Mudin said they were the ones behind the killing of Major Mahama and that the journalist should stay away. And the journalist when he decides to go ahead with the investigations, other journalists will rise up against him. Let's play the Ekwewusi audio. Namuntie MPP for the kuno. On my case no kukwasa. What say case no? You kuo biba mwa.
Yes, sir.
Nanakana. Asudana.
You are the more now, swear.
The access.
me.
Article been an article no. I was just liking it until one side that you brought my name in. And I so wish you spoke to me so that I would have given you proper fact of that thing you were writing about. It is sad. This country. Yes, it's me, Akwewusi. We are living in a disgraceful country. That people, they are the cause of all this galamsey nonsense. It goes to the heart of Gabi Ochedakun.
Excuse me, sir. Which people are you referring to?
That very article that you are writing about near the Chinese people, Donald Trump.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Me, this is the same people that Major Mahama got killed. It took me and Charles Bishop, and that time, Frimpong Boateng had the courage to authorize we stopping that operation, and we stopped it. What happens 3-4 days later, or a week or two later, Charles Bishop is framed that he has gone to collect bribe of 10,000 cedis.
Oh yes, yes.
I was called by I don't want to mention names. Somebody close to the office of the vice president that I should allow these guys to go and work. I refused. Then I got a call from Gabi's office, a lawyer claiming he represents them. On several occasions, I refused. I eventually got a call from Gabi himself. I told them I can't do it. I can't allow them to go and work. What happens? Prof, instead of protecting me, gave in. But what I can tell you on authorities, it is not Prof who authorized them to go there, but he is aware of their presence there.
Okay. No, you see, thank you very much.
Let me warn you first. This story that you want to touch, if you are ready to make a name, but you are going to have serious enemies because you are going to have serious journalists coming after you. You are going to have serious police officers coming after you. You are going to have serious government people coming after you. They will frame you. The next thing, which will be. And now what the assembly that it will take you hundreds of years. As someone of our work started, I don't know how you know it, but it's a serious matter. I mean, look at the video. With one phone call, did you see how the military got there?
Yeah. Eko, do you know one thing? Hello, Mr. Eko.
Yes.
Do you know one thing? You see, Prof. From the initial stage, I investigated into the matter and realized that Prof was framed because he was trying everything.
You know something, Duncan? I don't want us to go on other sides of matters, but this particular people and this particular concession, I want to be on record to say that Frimpong Boateng did not authorize them.
I see.
But somehow he was informed. Now information being, they are going to do this thing. They have all this. They don't have nothing. When you see, but if someone like Frimpong Boateng is there, then you get a call from someone like that.
But the okay, yes, Ghana now, although you are ministerial appointment, you are controlled by the party authorities. And also,
I've told you the lawyers. Their lawyers is Gabi Ochedakun. He called me personally. He made some lawyers call me from the office. They spoke to me. I told them that from this are the same people. You do remember this Kokobaku took me to court? Do you remember that every morning my picture was on the front page of Crusading Guide? And then make a job.
Who are the more now? Swear.
The actor. Article no. I was just liking it until one side that you brought my name in, and I so wish you spoke to me so that I would have given you proper fact of that thing you were writing about. It is sad. This country.
But your echo Niana.
Yes, it's me, Akwewusi. We are living in a disgraceful country. That people, They are the cause of all this galamsey nonsense. It goes to the heart of Gabi Ochedakun.
Excuse me, sir. Which people are you referring to?
The very article that you are writing about, near the Chinese Donald,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Me, this is the same people that Major Mahama got killed. It took me and Charles Bishop, and that time, Frempop Wati had the courage to authorize we stopping that operation. And we stopped it. What happens 3-4 days later, or a week or two later, Charles Bishop is framed that he has gone to collect bribe of 10,000 cedis.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I was called by I don't want to mention names. Somebody close to the office of the vice president that I should allow these guys to go and work. I refused. Then I got a call from Gabi's office, a lawyer claiming he represents them. On several occasions, I refused. I eventually got a call from Gabi himself. I told them I can't do it. I can't allow them to go and work. What happens? Prof, instead of protecting me, gave in.
I think I don't have to say more. In Timunya, you saw what happened. This is what I've been talking about. It is not a joke. So they just killed the young man. Major Mahama has been killed. He was murdered. It is not like it was an accident. All right, let's move forward. Time no day. I want to deal with the editorial. Let me see. There are a few things here we need to deal with. I'll now see this. Martin Nam1 say, and the people, his followers, they motivate him to fix men's gold swiftly. And the Oya party, and our catcher goes, oh, the followers now motivating him. Nam1, si can I shake. So what Ghana is now catcher say, Nam1, Eddie Sikanabe bro, men's gold, Yantian and Nam1 because or the list to be about Bontine, or Betio Muginaka, I was saying. Nana the Danko for the MPP Gabia Sochida, Communia, the almost setting Nam1 issue way, almost sick, Messi Canada, Japan, because $20 million with the bank, him. Momusa Kennedy, Kwasi, paying, he said $20 million away. Kwasi will be president today. Mr. Seat, no. I am forcing you to stay at Fosu Central, but G seat, no. Okwahi, Jimmy, Okwahi, me pe president today. Sa seat, no, me pe. Kwasi, as well as I want to me winning. These people told us, say, you're confiscating Nam1, a Japadian yina, you're turning yina this Sikana Magana for sign your money are confiscating and a wing. Security and Exchange Commission for I say, Oma Jessica Fiscal Cash Domonsato. Where is the money? Kwasia when I'm Ghana and I say a champion fee branch and I'm Ghana will be a she because the judiciary has been compromised. Obia you are Ghana. In penifooning in a crom for Aquawe Kunipa indirectly. With his actions and this Ponzi scheme, he has murdered people indirectly. People have died. People have lost money. The government was never there for the people of Ghana. Ghana for government to mambo almost any akwa kuna even no wia musika. Nam1 sika bia mba biemo nti what one wadwe say aban we beji Nam1 sika mawa. Let me tell you what is going to happen next. They are going to say the prosecution aban Attorney General now or prosecuting Nam1 no or Baba Bekasa he doesn't have a lot of things and that the court should give him time or give her time. It will get to a point the court will say the prosecution is not serious. I don't have time to be listening to excuses. I cannot continue the case. The judge will throw the case away. This is the summary. Moving on, this is how it's going to end. The prosecution, Godfrey Dame will slack. Obenya would delay court no and the excuses about conniving with the judge. One day the judge will come and say the prosecution is not doing its job. It is not coming forth. It is delaying the trial. And he cannot sit here every day postponing the case because prosecution is saying, give us more time. So to get to a point, the judge will say, you cannot waste my time. And that this case is a foolish case. The prosecution, the judge will cancel it. This is how the movie will end. Yatiha. Montina na mundidi matem. Obian sanka 1 city. Or the list be by so obian beji nisika. What less than wasam. This guy is a thief. Memetina had defended Nam1. I didn't take a single dime from him. I don't need his money, but I wanted the right thing to be done. Namejin say, Sanko for aban for we hold this guy, bring him and take the money and give to Ghanaians. Not knowing say when any aban me akrom for a Kufuado is a thief. Gabi money we only you these people cannot lead you people again. Now see this. Low investment cause of deteriorating educational standards. This comes from Kofi Asare, the executive director of Africa Education Watch. Kofi Asare has attributed Ghana's deteriorating educational standards to the government's failure to heavily invest in the sector. Now, I agree with him to a certain point. Largely, I don't agree with him. Our education now, as said, is not all because of investment. We lack strategic plan. Sika will never give you the best education if there's no plan backing it. I agree with him to a certain point, but holistically, I think the point he's making is not the primary cause of our educational deteriorating and as an essay. It is not all about investment. It's not all about building the school. It's not all about materials. It's all about planning, strategically planning. Because school now, it is not all about having money to make sure say school. It is all about being strategic. Okay, this side to this side, this age to this age. What are we supposed to make sure say in the next 10, 15 years, that standards, we hold it. That standards, we make sure say it does not drop. You need plan. Somebody came and said, even though we have to make sure everybody goes to senior high school free, we cannot do it. There should be a plan to do it. And you have to slowly try to implement the free SHS. And that is what the NDC was saying. Say, you need to do it in a way that will not, at the end of the day, jeopardize the holistic plan. There's money every time for education. But why is it that every time we are back to sender, we are back to the basics whereby we are still not getting it right? We are not getting it right because the leaders, those actors who are in charge of our education, lack strategic planning. They don't plan. They don't have foresight. They don't sit and analyze the future of the money they want to use. You can pump billions into education when you don't know how that money is going to positively impact the educational structure. In the long term, you will be pumping billions. You will not get a cent out of it. We are pumping billions in free SHS. It is deteriorating every week. You know why? Because we lacked planning. Because the government is foolish. Because the government does not know that you need to have some blueprints to follow. So to some certain point, I respect your view. But holistically, I think you are getting it wrong. Because sika there, investment there, everybody wants to make it. But Enya Obiana also tem sika koto bank. You need to know your needs. Mikuta 100 Ghana. Do I have to go drop all in the bank account? You better me every week or every day 20 pesos. And I say 100 Ghana, no, me for 80 Ghana right now. I invest in my business and put 20 Ghana there and make sure that the 20 Ghana is basically in some yielding accounts. That is strategic planning. We don't have that. We are foolish. Yet education is all about putting kids in the classroom to read. It does not work like that. We lacked planning. Somebody said progressively. That is plan. If I want to do free SHS progressively, he has told you there's a plan. Now, what is the plan? Build the schools first. That's plan B. Secondly, make sure that you enroll the kids slowly. That's plan B. Plan C, make sure that the material coming out of the senior high school are quality materials. Now, somebody come without any plan. There's money. Push the kids into the school. 1, the kids are suffering. They cannot concentrate. 2, there's red, blue, green light. 3, the quality is not there. Quantity out there. We are putting out criminals. These are the things intelligent people sit back, rulers and people who think deep. And every day I go back to Professor Nano Pukwajiman. She has consistently, and the NDC have proven, said they have blueprint, intelligent plan to sustain the quality of our education. So, sir, I respect your view, but technically, or to me, I think, say, it is not about investment. It's about strategically planning to make sure, say, our education or educational structure or whatever, it has that impact. Everything that we are doing today under Kufuor is a short-term plan. And short-term plans technically has short-term consequences. That is why we are having this today. We need long-term plans. We are very foolish. We are stupid. We don't even know what we want. We don't know how to strategize. We don't know how to think. You don't have to be an educationist to know that this free SHS doesn't work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because the plans are all short term. You're putting so many kids, you don't have place for them to sleep. You don't have food to feed them. Everybody should not be at the boarding school. These are blueprints you sit down and analyze first. Not everybody should go into senior high school. Some parents are richer, others are poor, others are very impoverished. You look at these things, you check the technicalities. You don't foolishly come out and throw something out and say free SHS. You lack planning. You lack basic planning. You don't have that, and the schools will not develop. It will deteriorate our education and internet the breast. So to me, I think it's not about investment. Investment is important, but we lack planning. That's it. Now, see this. All right. Let me turn around for 2 minutes. After that, when I come back, I'll go straight and take care of a year business of the day. The editorial is about our security, Kandapa, and what we are seeing. You're still watching with all due respect, extended version. Let me see if I can put one ad in here, if it's going to work.
Ago NDC amanyoko mama penina mechiachia munyina ni bisawo NDC amanyoko membership card for no abano o bia na se wuni bia e mane ha wo kra di hihia mebe boss yi so na je wo membership card e ye digital no intentem so kra ni edikan no en se ko abefo tintan fidie e ye internet so e wo computer anase wo smartphone so na bo www.ghanandc.com na edin hihia etoso mienu no ebebro na mia anase click get your NDC membership ID card now na enu ebia edin hihia etoso mienu no amawa eho no ube mia pay for your membership ID card enu be mo akwanya eman hihia etoso miensa no aba ya enu no wo de wo party ID number ebehye ho na yi ensembisa bia ewo ho no ano na watumi afaso atua card no eka na chese wo de mukra wo NDC membership ID card ya eye digital no aye ready ya no empanifo bedi mu dwuma ntentem so kra na wo mu e dia brewo e wo abatoa mpesua no eso na se computer internet e wo so no ebi emenwo anase uni smartphone dia wo be ya ne se wo betu anamo na wako abatoa mpesua no ne office akodo a e wo ho no emu na wako file NDC membership ID application form no ebi uria fa wo phone number *899*59# di enhyehyɛ no eso na tia wo card no eka na empanimfo be ye wo card no enwa dwuma ama wo ententem so kra na kai se unya wo membership ID number na wo di atua card no eka utua wi a wo benya code anase message bi a numbers ewo mu ya ekire se watua na sa message ya code ewo mu no se amegu phone no so animanimu ade a send the text message a wo betre wo NDC ID number no ewo mu na wo de akọ numbers ahodo a ewo NDC website no eso empanifo behunu na wo mu edi huntuma amawo na enchekra wo behu se NDC ID card ya digital foforo no wonsa ebeka wo de NDC mapaso a mowo amanoni wo de a wo be ya ne se wo beko NDC amanyokuo no website eye www.ghanandc.com ehyehyɛ amabobo so no nyina no di so na wonsa beka wo NDC digital ID card no ebi na hye no nso se wo ye NDC ni ba mapade a NDC digital ID card foforo a ye de abayi no ekwan bia so no esese wonsa eka wo de NDC eyezu eyeza.
All right, thank you very much for staying. You're still watching with all this extended version. It's time for pound for pound. I'm going to use just 10 minutes to do the pound for pound. And the pound for pound, you know, and as editor of the day, you know, a year about a year Kandapa for about 2-3 days now, and that's almost a week now. You know, the government of Ghana, through the National Security Minister, you know, they have been sending some message around to say terrorist, and I say it would differ and Oma Sebio Omo Kunipa de Wahomo the bomb any tuo a giant in Yomabia ehu edi Kunipa Sebio Omo Kaomo Ebia Bibia Omo Gidia Nipanasun Jindi Yomabia Omo agency I was say Nipebi a year and now Omamu Nipebi yana Omonyana Omoso how mono Omo to me the brand Shomonsa you're from a terrorist Eura Omamu Eura Bibia Kunipa Ediu. Now, a year national security boss, a year Kandapana catch Ghana for say terrorists have targeted Ghana. Be vigilant. Kandapa catch Ghana for say a year would do 4 way be no. Omu e de omani esi Ghana ho sisi a just omo imagine so omo ba Ghana abedi ewu sebio say because of religious reasons inti ayenim, because of political reasons inti ayenim, because of even maybe international diplomacy breakdown, we don't know. But the yatia free intelligence officers no one say can dapa odi national security in makache Ghana for say a terrorist are target Ghana omo ba bombi abe kuku nipa e Ghana. Now question is say since Kandapa started say all kasa in some way Ghana for no on share that ma any breakdown be a with evidence and fact a say ye wudi for we no omo ready so omo Ghana abe kunipa. I will not sit here and say nobody should listen to the national security boss. Never. I will never be on my platform and say ignore these alerts from the intelligence. Never. But has the intelligence been able to also prove to us, say, what they are seeing or seeing and telling us is the truth? These are some of the things that some of us sometimes we ask questions about. Because for the national security to just come out and tell us, say, Burkina Faso, Tokwesiwo, Ivory Coast, Holshed and Josa, Togo, Nigeria, Boko Haram, and some into Oma already saw Omoba Ghana. Have they been able to share with us what really the reason in terrorist person Mura Ghana? Are they willing to let us know why we should take them serious? Because from what I am seeing, Ghanaians don't even care. They are not showing any interest in this serious statement from the national security. The question you'll be asking yourself when you say, I didn't in the Ghana for a terrorist. It would differ Nigeria, Burkina Faso. Why is it said the whole national security boss? It seems the news portals, radio, TV, people are not even giving it any importance. Why do you think this is happening today in Ghana? Because for the boss, the creme de la creme of our security to speak like this, everybody should have some fear in their heart. We all have to make this a priority and make it a topic of the day, a topic that we will have to dissect. Into me busa ya Ghana for and busa the national security boss Kandapa say, why do you think Ghanaians don't care about this statement you are making? Because we were here when after the statement was made, a man of God told Kandapa and the security setup and say, fighting terrorism is the responsibility of the state. Yes, so for ebi mudi ensori enim e ka kire national security boss no Reverend Frimpong Manson ana Reverend Opuni Frimpong say terrorism asem any terrorism activities in there enya omo timemufo no e na wo say omo prepare aban no security oman no omo ye de oman no security ashomonsa no omo na wo what's some decide one and yet timemufo no. Now you need to understand say the moment we the citizens refuse to be vigilant, we have porous borders. Your borders be obia to me rim. Your crow a tima obia to me baby without being checked. Their bags being checked, their bodies being checked. Yet chroma obia to me baby obeso ura. Adentina asem say no en higher even a software catcher Kandapa ne aban say enye adwuma no eyemodwuma. Why do you think say a whole country will ignore such a sensitive statement coming from the national security boss? Remember, the national security boss na ye kan ho asem no Kandapa no or ye auditor only security background. This is the man who is taking care of our security. So in the first place, anyone who knows a little bit about security or knows about expertise and people who know what they are doing, they will first read the background of Kandapa and say, what does he know about security? That will be the first question. Kandapa is an auditor. Or no audit, financial auditor. Or no the background, any intelligence, any the school woman, auditing. The same as some of health minister and accountant. This will be the first question that everyone will ask. Why should I believe an auditor telling me about our security situation? That's one. Two, why do you think it's so difficult for a normal Ghanaian today to believe our security couples when they make security statements? Because when it comes to the United States, and the US government putting this statement out through its intelligence, what will happen is people will start being more vigilant. The system will start, one way or the other, quote and unquote, panicking, everybody is going to listen, adhere to what the national security in the United States, the FBI or the CIA is saying. Now, this is a situation the National Security Board has spoken, and people don't even care. The United States government, CIA and FBI, and people who handle terrorism and all that, when they speak, when they stand in front of the American people, they always back whatever they are saying with facts. They always make the American people understand that they will not come and just tell them things from their nose, but they have actually done their intelligence and they can share some of them. You are not supposed to share 100% of the intelligence with the people, but you need to prove to the people that you are in charge and you know what is coming. And that is not just mere say, there's war here, so take cover. You need to prove beyond reasonable doubt to the American people for them to believe in what you are saying. Now, the basic thing I want to talk about today in NSA. Why is it say the media, the civilians, the statesmen, Ghana as a whole, nobody gives a hoot about what our national security boss is saying? Nobody is giving a hoot because the government of the day has consistently proven to the people of Ghana that they cannot be trusted. And that is the bottom line. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo security setup and couples from the IGP, the chief of our army. We are talking about the boss of the national security, the national CID boss. All these couples have proven consistently under the leadership of Akufo-Addo for the past 5 years, or 6 years, we cannot trust them. Why can't we trust them? Because the same people telling us terrorists are going to kill us or coming into Ghana to kill us, they sent the soldiers and police to go to Techiman to murder Ghanaians. Till date, nobody from Kandapa's office, from the police IGP's office, no one has come out to tell us those men who fired at Ghanaians at Techiman South. None of these guys. The president, all the way to the last police officer, nobody has given us account. We were in this country when soldiers infiltrated parliament, which is against the constitution. It's technically equal to treason. Entered parliament, interfered in the process of parliamentarians, their parliamentary duties. Till date, all these soldiers who entered parliament, they have not been brought to book. The bosses of the military have not spoken about it. We don't even know who these men were. We sat in this country, or we are in this country, or we were in this country when we saw men dressed like criminals, murderers, go all the way to Ayawaso West Wagon, maim Ghanaians, beat people out, pull out guns, fire through crowds. Till date, none of these men have come out. None of these security couples have been able to give us answers who these men were, their identity, who they were, the people behind the mask. We were in this country when a whole commission was put together to go into the issue that happened at Ayawaso West Wagon. The chief of Ghana, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces being the president, after the judge's report, the commission's report, they gave it to the president. He looked at it and threw it away and said, I support the murdering. I support the murdering. I support the hooliganism. I support men in national security uniform attacking civilians. Till date, nobody has given us answers. We were in this country when a captain of the army, Major Mahama, was brutally murdered. Till date, as we speak now, no answers from the military. We were in this country when men, Ghanaians, police officers, went out, shot people at Ejra. A soldier took a bow, shot a civilian in the back. The national security is here. The bosses of the army are here. We are talking about the police boss. None of these people spoke about this incident. All these things I have told you about are all signals that shows the government is actually the terrorists. The IGP, the boss of the army, the boss, the national security boss, whoever is in charge of Ghana Army today, they are the terrorists, because we are living in a sovereign country. A democratically elected government has been put together, and people in uniforms, some people have infiltrated our security. They are killing the civilians and nobody is taking responsibility for such actions. So the question here is, in what capacity, what moral right, in what way will anyone take our national security boss, Kandapa, and this government serious when they tell us that some people are behind our borders, are coming in to destroy, blow us up, or kill us? It is the actions of these people, our leaders, that has given Ghanaians that idea that they cannot be trusted. Because in the first place, who trusts Kandapa? Kandapa sent boys to go to the Volta region during elections to go and harm Ghanaians, ransack them, bring them to Accra, and tell Ghanaians that they are terrorists. Till date, nothing has been put on these guys. No evidence has been put out that these people were actually planning on throwing away the government. This same Kandapa sat in this country when boys wore national security uniforms to go maim Ghanaians. So when you look at all these things I'm telling you, under the leadership of a president who is a fake lawyer, today the national security wants us to believe them that there are some people behind our borders coming in to blow churches up, coming in to blow mosques up, coming in to kill the Ghanaian people. How are you going to believe such a man? We said this from day one. From day one, we said that the actions of our security capos, the way they have allowed the executive to take over the military, the national security, the police, taking over every single thing and brushing very sensitive issues away, it is going to turn around, come back to hurt you and I. As I speak today, there might be terrorists in Ghana as I speak. Ghanaians are not being vigilant. When it comes to New York City, they keep telling you, when you see something, say something. When you get into the subway, it is all over the place. The people are alert. They are always ready because they know they can be bad people anytime to kill them. In Ghana today, we have seen Kandapa speak. The national security boss speak. All these people speak, but nobody gives a hoot because we are being maimed. We are being killed by the same Kandapa boys. The same Kandapa gives orders. We are talking about Brian Echampong, who sat on national television to tell Ghanaians that what happened at Ayawasto West Wagon is just the beginning. They are going to kill more. And we saw it in election 2020. So it means we have a government that is what is a maiming government, a killing machine, a government Ghanaians cannot trust. Even at the verge, we know there's danger knocking at our door. So today, if these terrorists are able to penetrate our borders, come to Ghana to blow us up, blow a church up, blow a mosque up, pull gun and kill Ghanaians, explode Ghanaians anywhere, who are we going to blame? The ordinary Ghanaian can't be blamed. It is because our security capos, they have forced us not to believe in them. If you take 10 Ghanaians, 9 don't believe Kandapa because we know what Kandapa has overseen, what Kandapa has instructed militiamen, has instructed party thugs to do in this country. It is sad. This might be all true. All the things Kandapa is saying might be true, but how are you going to believe him? A murderer cannot come tell us that we are going to be murdered. For all you know, the murderer has connived with the other murderers to come and murder us. So it is very dangerous. It is very serious. Ghana is at a point, like John Mahama said, at a crossroad that we need to start understanding that the people are, they have put in our lives at stake. The reason is their actions has forced us not to believe them. A government is supposed to protect its citizens, especially a democratically elected government. Our job as citizens is to stay in the country safe, pay our taxes, help the government to develop this nation. At the end of the day, the utmost priority of a government is to protect its people. When the people don't trust the government, it means that is the beginning of the end of the nation. Who cares about what Kandapa is saying? Did the media care? Did they discuss it? Did they make it a priority? Who even cares? Because Kandapa himself is managing a murdering machine. That is the NPP government. We have an MP who sat on national television to tell us that an investigative journalist should be shot. The investigating journalist was shot. Nobody has called this madman to investigate. The IGP was mentioned in the murder, that this man was murdered, a member of parliament, and that IGP knows about it. We have an IGP whose name has been mentioned in a crime, in a murder of a member of parliament. How do you expect the people to trust such a system, trust such a security capo, trust the IGP, trust the security in the country? We are at a point where we can all be dead in a day because the people who are supposed to, or who were supposed to let us believe and trust in them, they have failed us. I am scared for Ghana because today the ordinary Ghanaian will rather put their life on the line than to trust a security or the security that is supposed to protect him or her. The government has turned our agencies, security agencies, into a murdering machine. We enya agro. This is dangerous. What we are seeing now, any day there could be killings in Ghana. Terrorists could penetrate our borders because the system, the security capos, they are murderers themselves. They are terrorists themselves. They kill. They allow soldiers to kill and walk free. We have seen it. We have watched it, and it is terrible. How can we believe our security when our own government does this to us?
It was a normal morning. Electorates began queuing very early, some as early as 6 a.m. to cast their ballots peacefully and dash to work. Early reports suggested the process began smoothly, but eyebrows were raised about the presence of heavily armed security personnel, as many as 6 per polling station across the constituency. Political party agents were vigilant and ordinary people watched from afar, but it was an unusual election day. Heavily armed masked men in bulletproof vests, dressed in black polo shirts and khaki trousers, marked NSC as agents of the National Security Council, seen in police pickups, crisscrossed the main streets towards Bauleshi, a known NDC stronghold. The arrival of the operatives in Rambo style surprises all. About 25 hooded men in 5 pickups or so jump off. In a well-orchestrated plan, they run across the compound where voters had queued waiting for their turn, creating fear and panic. Journalists begin taking pictures, and that provokes the indiscriminate mayhem visited on them. A senior immigration officer at the scene is captured placing an SOS call as he takes cover. In this video, the suspected NPP Invisible Force members are captured beating a man mercilessly, kicked in the face, whilst others pounce on any civilian in sight, punching them and beating others with the butt of their guns. The chaos forces people to flee as policemen try desperately in vain to restrain the NSC agents. After about 6 minutes, they proceed to their next target, the residence of the NDC parliamentary candidate, Delali Kwesi Brempong, few yards away behind the Bauleshi Presby Basic 1 JHS polling station. His house is besieged by the armed men, threatening to shoot as they are confronted by the NDC candidate supporters. They point guns as they demand access to search the house, open fire with live bullets, leaving at least 18 injured. 2 near-fatal cases were recorded. Bullet shells and bloodstains outside the residence attract onlookers, while irate persons seeking to fight back are seen being calmed by the police.
Don't take the laws into your own hands. The police, we are managing the situation.
Senior officers, including Director in charge of Operations Greater Accra, Chief Superintendent Kwesifori, rush to the scene but look on helplessly.
So they are not your men.
I don't know those who came here.
Do you know the men on the ground?
This is something that we need to investigate. But I don't know those who came here. So because all my policemen are not marked. You can see from wherever.
So you know the men on the ground. You know your men on the ground.
I know the men on the ground.
And they are not marked.
And I can see them when I see them.
MP for Ningo Pram Pram, Sam George, and military teams arrive, armed but unable to stop the violence. The masked men return to the school compound, finish up with more beatings before setting off. The voting center is deserted while officers try to secure the ballot box and voting materials. NDC National Chairman Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo rushes to the scene, meets the traumatized candidate, and announces more police couples arrive at the scene. It is obvious that the operation was planned on the blind side of some service commanders, as military officers in the pickups seemed blacked out and had no orders. News spreads fast on radio, on various online portals, TV, and of course, social media, attracting more officials to the scene. MPP General Secretary John Buedu arrives and blames the NDC for orchestrating the violence.
You see, this is the impression that opponents want to create in order to scare people from coming to vote.
NDC hurriedly arranges news conference to restrain supporters who besiege the party headquarters, demanding direct statements condemning the violence begin to pour in. CODEO, security analysts, civil society groups, the UNDP are amongst the first. Former President John Dramani Mahama cuts short his campaign tour in the Volta region and dashes to Accra to meet victims on admission at a 37 military hospital. But before that, he sends a strong message to the MPP and President Akufo-Addo.
And I'm sounding a warning to the MPP. We're going to match them boot for boot. We respect the constitution of this country. And NDC is a democratic party. And that's why we abide by the rules of the constitution. But the same constitution says that Ghanaians should resist anybody who attempts to subvert the constitution. And when you go rampaging with forces and intimidating people when they should come out and vote, you are subverting Ghana's constitution, and we have a right to resist you.
CODEO issues preliminary report citing one instance where a police officer is assaulted for questioning one of the NSC operatives at Roman Ridge polling station. EC reacts, insisting the election was very peaceful, free and fair. Election results are declared. Turnout very low, confirming the violent incident. 19.83% of the over 88,000 in the voters register participated. Calls for the head of the IGP, David Asantia Pietu, intensifies. The police administration issues a statement announcing immediate and thorough investigations. Minister of State in charge of national security at the office of the President, Brian Echampong, appears defiant and claims in an interview the men were from his outfit and acted on orders based on intelligence. Hear him speak on Accra-based City FM.
There were some uniformed and some plainclothes security operatives. It happens all the time.
So did this include people who were wearing masks?
Absolutely. You saw them there. They were not hiding.
Government's posture and that of EC provokes public anger. Officers in the Ghana Armed Forces and the police begin to leak photos and videos exposing identities of some of the secret NSC operatives and their bases. In the heat of the public discourse and brewing tension, President Akufo-Addo jets off on an 8-day tour of South Africa, Ethiopia, and the US, where he will join a fundraising event in Washington, D.C. to build a national cathedral in Ghana. Thus, 3 days after the incident, and he fails to visit patients on admission. His absence attracts more criticisms. More than a week after the incident, no arrest has still been made. An updated police statement only says 12 people have been questioned, and these are all victims, including the assaulted MP, Sam George. For now, there's still uncertainty, and security analysts fear more violence in 2020. Political parties and some CSOs have, however, served notice through a demonstration, sending a strong signal to government. The police are yet to invite the National Security Minister, Brian Echampong, who is under pressure to resign or be sacked. A 3-member commission of inquiry chaired by former Shraj boss Francis Emil Short is now tasked to investigate the matter. Proceedings will be telecast live, but the opposition NDC has already served notice it does not trust the commission's work, citing possible bias and cover-ups. Refers to the former IGP under Kufuor regime, Mr. Patrick Kwatine Champon and Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu as MPP apparatchiks. For now, Ghanaians will take a wait-and-see posturing as doubt lingers on, with fears heightening as the country approaches a much bigger election in 2020.
All right, so you saw this for yourself. I'm not going to pick phone calls. I want you to sit down and allow this to play in your head. Do you trust the national security? Is this another plan to make sure that the Akufo-Addo government put together their own coup, put together their own terrorist attack to destabilize the nation because they don't want to leave government? These are questions that I'm asking. I've been ringing this bell for a long time. It is looking more like today our national security feels that terrorists will attack Ghana that has nothing in common with Burkina Faso. When it comes to religion, politics, they believe that terrorists are targeting Ghana because of their own personal reasons. It is very important as Ghanaians to understand that when the security couples don't prove themselves, force us not to believe in them, we will get to that point whereby even our security will not be important to us. It's gotten to that point where Ghanaians should understand that we need men with integrity, men who know what they are doing, men who will not put politics ahead of our security. Can you trust your national security boss, Nakanapa, after watching this? Can you trust the president, who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces? Can you trust the IGP who has been named in the murder of a member of parliament? Can you trust all the couples to protect every single soul from terrorists? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ghana. I keep saying that this is our home. This is what we are supposed to believe in. We have to understand that when we say the government, the people, power, it is us. Let us come together and start believing in each other, speaking truth to this government, making this security couple and his affiliates understand their actions will force us to believe them. When the security set up in the country turns around to murder its citizens, you don't expect the citizens to believe in them. We are all messengers, and messengers who are supposed to be ready and willing to speak truth to power. Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit back and analyze things very well. We are at a crossroad, and it's important as Ghanaians we really reflect on it. As John Mahama said, and I'll keep saying, our national anthem is very important. The first and second stanza. It should tell every single Ghanaian why you were born in Ghana. Patriotism, honesty will be the only thing that will save us as a nation. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. This show is with all respect extended version. We will meet tomorrow to talk Ghana. Be good and love a brother. Good night.
We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity. With our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.